Oh, hey.
One more
There you
baby.
go.
Oh, they see us. Oops. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks for coming.
Another epic failure. Okay, you're gonna go to the next one. There we are. Hey. So,
That's not
hey,
bad.
okay. So, first of all, thank you, Brian, for letting me know that because, like, I'm not new. I'm very new to Restream, so not sure how
We're
it
a
all
little
works.
crooked, and you guys are right here in my room, but I mean, I'm kind of stuck here. So, and thanks to your help today, I figured out I'm infected in my wound. So,
Yes.
um, I'm sorry, I'm rolling you guys. Let me lock you down.
Oh, the baby, look.
Good. This is Dexter. Everybody
Hi,
loves
sweet.
him.
Oh. So,
Okay, let me see who I have. Oh,
yeah,
hi,
who do
Philip
you have in
Brian.
here that needs to come up here? So let's do that first.
Well, today we're gonna. Well, if you want, you and I can just talk for a few minutes about the topic that we thought might be good because
Okay.
I
Yeah, I
found that
think there's
today
a
in my
lot of
book.
people. There's a lot of people
Yeah,
that
and then
probably.
Crazy Love is Love. Honestly, is having a bit of a hard time, and because it's hard being the one to bring out information. Can you still hear me with the band?
Hmm.
Can you
They
hear the
all should
music?
be rocking. Her husband's band's playing.
My husband's the drummer, so selfless if he's in here, he'll like that. But um, so anyway, and then Helly Gear also would
Hey, yeah,
volunteer to
Indigo.
come on up.
Indigo, we're
Yeah. So
hey.
today, do you want me to talk about the book, or do you have something to say?
Okay, so yeah, let's see. Y'all can tell this was just like a spur of the moment thing. No, we really tried to plan it, but we figure just let it happen organically. Yeah, I think okay. So I'll open with this because it's a conversation. This whole conversation we're fixing to have needs to be had. Um, I want everybody to know that's in the chat. And Corn, she said it perfectly, and I wrote it down because I swear I laughed so hard. She said, "Our chat PTSD." So, I mean, we think about ourselves up here. How about our chat
Hmm.
that has PTSD because of all the crap y'all have to just
They've
witness?
been kidnapped. Okay, they've been left alone in vehicles. They've been knocked over in the wind in Chicago. I cannot tell you how many times. And honestly, I still feel more like one of the chat people. And that's what makes me think it doesn't really matter whether you're a streamer anymore. Not after this long a time of us being in here.
No,
It's really it's really clear to anybody paying attention that it all works together.
it
We
takes
just have to
everyone.
have some of
Yeah,
our big mouths out there saying this stuff or writing it in chalk for people to see. So
yeah. So not only like oh she, I mean, and she's perfect. Yeah, I swatted Nico right. I mean, and Corn is like said it perfectly because like you have your
that's
protesters,
good.
you have your YouTubers, your live streamers. You also have, like I said, I'm not comfortable doing what doing that. I tried it, didn't it bothered me. Okay, so if it
And
bothers
that's what we talked about today. I said you'd be great
yes,
in an inflatable.
yes, something that it just wouldn't make me feel so icky, and because I think that it needs to be done. Don't get me wrong. I just there's some part of me that feels like that's not something that I would be able to do on a day-to-day basis. I would love to contribute in any other way I can, give a platform to people, give.
And that's exactly what you and I came up with today. We wanted to have a phone call because we've been trying to
Yeah.
connect, and you and I and Indigo. I've met Indigo. I protested with her just once, but still,
Hey,
um,
Mandy.
she's one of us too. I was gonna say, well,
Hey,
can
Holly
we say
Rowe.
hello to some people
Yeah,
because
it's because I'm missing
it's kind of
everybody, and y'all know that
it's
I did not
exciting
mean.
to have people, in here.
Oh
And I
well,
did want to
I
spread
don't know
the
where my
word.
mod. I didn't give. Okay, so like my mods, this with this restream,
Indigo
I
and
don't know.
Mandy are here as mods.
I don't know what to do on it. Like, hey Marie, Holy Rogue, Nico, Brian, hey Joe. Let's see. Yeah, there's Facebook, Mom. And
Marie, I can't.
Marie
I
is
don't know
our
how.
Facebook mom. Yes, she is.
Okay,
Yeah. Body Illusion, I love you. Thank you for being here so much.
and you're going
Women's
to tell us
Wisdom.
about the village today. Let's not
Oh,
forget that
yes,
part.
and we're going to tell her about the village. Thank you, Teresa. I am the noise opera. Thank you so much for being here, Brazzy. Love you.
Teresa saying
Yes.
she loves Dexter.
Sophia, and let's see who else we have here.
Haggis
Um,
says my sound is fuzzy. Let me try this.
no, hi, Special. Hey, thank you for being here. Um, Body Illusion, Brazzy, Indigo, Katie. Hey, how are you? Let's see. I'm trying to get down here.
Okay, how's
Good Lord.
that?
Worse.
It's worse.
Yeah, it's delayed and echoing.
Oh, is my sound worse?
Yeah,
without
you're
the
delayed.
earbud?
Yeah, you're delayed.
So the earbud made it better.
Mm-hmm. Mandy, and let's see who else do we have. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up. Let's see who else do we have. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up.
Oh, check it
Believe
out. My
me, I would
neighbor
not
brought
have
this
been
for
late
me.
today, but we have.
Perfect.
Believe me, I would not have been late today, but we have.
It's a corn sweatshirt I didn't already have.
Yeah, restream.
And then it says freak on a leash on the
They're echoing.
on the arm.
It's
So that's
echoing.
pretty cool.
They're echoing.
I'm echoing.
Mm-hmm.
All I have for audio to choose is iPhone.
Is it any better now?
That's better than being delayed.
Why can't I hear you?
Hey, Violet. Crap. Did you have it on speaker?
Okay, say something.
That's way better.
Oh yeah, this one's not working.
But it's delayed, but it's better.
Yeah, the delay. I'm not sure what we can do.
I
Are
don't
we
even know what's
okay
going
though?
on with that. Mm-hmm. If you're good, we're good. I'm good. Chad, are y'all okay with this? Corn may be doing in and out, they said.
I turned off the echo cancellation. How's it now?
No, you're it's not echoing at all, but what you're doing is it's like delayed. That Katie said try leaving the studio and coming back in.
Oh, okay. See you in a minute.
Okay. I'm so glad y'all are here. We really do have some. Yeah, it's so annoying, when you're talking and you're delayed. That's why whenever I was delayed, I hated it so bad. There she is. Let me let her in. That would be great, huh? There we go.
All right. How do I sound though?
Much better.
Good.
It said cut off one of your mics, Corn. It's picking up 2 microphones.
I don't know how because I have another phone, but
It don't matter. It's working great now.
Oh.
You're good.
Let's go on.
Let's go. You're good.
Okay. Yeah,
Where
this is
were
how I'm
we
going to
even
read my chat. So anyway, I think we got to everybody in here pretty much, but yeah,
Yes, we did.
just everybody.
Yeah, Marie,
thank you so much for coming.
Katie Light, I didn't say, and Haggis Basher and Violet. Those are the last ones in for me to say hello to.
Awesome. All right, I'll need these again.
Yep, everybody said
So
sounds
anyway,
fine.
a lady, a friend of mine, a few years back recommended this book, and she told me that it was meant for. It's built kind of on a 12-step program like AA, which I'm not fond of. Particularly how they try to cram religion into it because I just think that that's complicating things whenever you're just trying to get clean off of something. But it's also aimed at people who, not just who had possibly alcoholic or drug using parents, but dysfunctional. parents who didn't meet their needs, and maybe you became a child who had to meet your own needs. So I think that's a lot of us in our community. So I thought if I started looking at it today, and some things stuck out to me, so I made that short where I just read a page that meant something to me, and it, you can take from it or not, but it was just the first step in trying not to screw up summarizing the book, but it's called 12 Steps of Adult Children. So if you
I
look at
love
this,
that title. Where did you get that title? Because
well, it's
it's
from
a
the
good one.
ACA, Adult Children of Alcoholics World Service Organization, and if you research it, you'll
Mhm.
see that they started as an alcohol, like a place for the family of alcohol, the people that get ruined by it that aren't drinkers.
Yeah.
And then they realized, and I wish I could remember this story better, but that it worked well. You didn't have to have an alcoholic parent. Whatever kept them from being, a parent to you and providing you with the needs that you have. I'm going to move myself up a little bit because I feel like I can't see your face. There we go.
Oh,
And
I'm just
so,
sitting up on the desk. I need to really sit back.
oh no, I just
Scare
needed to roll
everybody.
my screen. So anyway, on that tree that I showed you, it's kind of glary, and what is that? My phone?
I probably can share the.
I don't know what that is.
Do you want me to share
So it says
the
it's
picture of
got
this of that
I'm
picture you
sorry,
sent me?
I got to remember that there's a delay and give you a
Oh
chance.
no,
But
I was
yeah,
just gonna. You want me to put that picture up? Okay, let me do that real quick because I have it out.
there's lots of branches throughout there that tell some of the symptoms or signs that we all might relate to that we've carried into adult life. Um, I come from a family of 8 children, and I'm number 4, and I'm the first girl in a very misogynistic family, and so I I had my gender role was very clear. You're going to have children, you're going to have a husband. There was no aspirations for anything else. And then also, my goal was Jehovah's Witness until I was 12. Not in a serious way because my dad never really lived up to it, but it was that pressure of trying to and being taught that all the things about hell and that you're being watched all the time, that sort of thing. So that created, it was just stressful. It was a small home, 3 bedrooms. I mean, we made it work, and I don't think I realized the dysfunction of it until I was, you know, making my own life.
Okay, so when
Which
I
is
share
fine.
this, I'm gonna move it over to the. I'm gonna move it over, but you're probably gonna have to
You can bump me out.
read it because you can't really. It's
Yeah,
not
I'm going to read it off of my book.
okay.
But that way they
All
can
right,
just
let's
kind of,
see.
oh,
All
yeah,
right,
that's me.
there we. I can
So
and
it's
I
got,
can make it look. I can make it bigger and pull it
oh,
over.
yeah,
So,
yeah. So up top there, you've got mistrust way at the top and
right here.
procrastination. And then let's see, down the middle, para-alcoholics, so codependency. So if you think of like a paralegal, it's you're it's almost like whenever you say that your husband gains weight along with you whenever you're pregnant,
Hmm.
clearly that's not his. It's
Yeah,
just happening alongside you. So codependency on the alcoholics, reactors rather than actors. Isolation is a big one.
oh yeah,
Perfection.
right there.
Judge your. Oh, it's a fun song. I don't know if you can hear it. Judge ourselves harshly. Stuff our feelings. I'm awesome at that.
Yeah,
Addictive
said a lot of
lives.
this stuff.
I don't think I'm self-centered, but I'm sure at some point in my life I have been. Afraid of people and authority. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'm afraid of them, but confuse love and pity. That's a good one to
That is a
explore.
good one.
Yeah. Approval seekers.
Oh
And I
God,
really,
we all are that.
yeah, yeah, we were all looking for approval from somewhere.
I mean, I truly think we are all that.
Yeah. And then self-sacrificial, I guess, like being a martyr and just saying whatever, my youngest sister is that way
Hey,
because
Papa.
she just believes that she shouldn't
Hey,
have ever,
Debbie.
been here, sort of thing. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's all the front of the book there.
Okay. I really like that. I really like it.
Yes,
So
and you
let's
can
see.
order it.
See,
I
it's
think I
back up
got it
here.
on.
Okay.
I think I got it on Amazon.
It's
And
you
so
in a nutshell, Brian.
I've
Some
started to
people.
write notes in the margins and everything. So I won't show necessarily those pages, but the first step that you and I were going to talk about is recognizing helplessness versus powerlessness.
Yes.
Let's see. And
So
powerlessness sounds bad, but it's not.
it's not. And here's the thing that I get. Okay, so everybody, or I don't use the extreme. So I'm going to say, I'm going to assume that
Yeah, I try not to do that.
almost everybody, or most of us in here that's in the chat, you've all been through all of this drama, trauma crap that we did for the last 2 years that, our community has went through. Hey, Papa, is it me? Am I echoing? Hang on. Crap. Now mine's going to mess up.
Aim no lines and
Well,
keep
there's
your
also a band playing in the back
I
of
don't know if
her.
you can hear that. It's don't hand me no lines and keep your hands to yourself.
So, so everybody's been hurt, or I'm going to assume, by somebody in this community or whatever community, and you've got everybody on these different levels with what is the one thing, y'all, that we're so connected about, and that is connection and being there for each other. Like, that is what the village is all about, connection. Well, there's so many different levels of the, let's see, the second gens, the third gens. Thank you, Katie. Thank you. Good. You got but you have the generation gaps between, even though they're all second gens. The whole thing about people that were never in is that, and we're only naming this for a reason. I promise you. I don't like to do labels, but we're naming this for a
We're
reason.
growing in a positive direction.
We've got a point. So you have the protesters, the never ends, not the second gens, the third gens, but the never ends, the literal never ends that are out there protesting every day. They deserve a lot of mad respect too. And then most of you, or some of you in the chat, have been a victim or been on the other end, regardless of just not being such a great feeling. So what we're trying to have a conversation about is it doesn't just affect us. It doesn't just affect the creators. It doesn't just affect the protesters. We were thinking about our chat. Like, we literally were thinking about, like, most of the chat, first of all, is probably a content creator and a protester or a protester. So guess what? You all know what we've all been through and what everybody's been through. And while we are not going to name a name, we are not going to down any creator on this channel. Thank you, Holy Rogue. Thank you very much for that. Look, I really appreciate that.
Aww.
Look, I really do. Never ends are very valuable. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Especially whenever we have our own
Katie,
high control
being from a
experience.
mission.
Because come here, buddy. Come on.
Oh, Katie, yes, I do too. Being from a mission, I consider myself one of the lucky ones. I'm so glad you're here, Katie. You know that. Yeah, it's
So,
just
honestly,
I'm gonna let.
I
Yeah, I
feel
was gonna say
very
I'm gonna let. Okay, I'm gonna say corn go. I lost my word. Hey, Rika. Hey, Rika.
Rika, yay! We're just kind of getting started. It's a casual chat, so if you have something to add, go on.
Liz, Gail, I love you.
Oh,
Hello.
Gail, I tagged her. I tried to remember as many people as I could that might enjoy this kind of conversation. And just honestly, I thought everybody, you and I decided we all could use it.
Yeah, she's gonna go eat with the film. See, you don't stream, but you advocate. Same, Brazzy. I mean, that's, yeah. Liz, we're just saying how the never ends in our poor chat. We're going to name our chat PTSD chat because I don't think we ever really think of them and all of this mess that's going on. So maybe you could come on and talk with me, girl. Come one day. I know you're fixing to eat dinner though, but I love you and thank you for stopping
I
by.
actually think that's where I don't know how to identify what I mean yet. I'm just going to express how I feel like I've found where if you want to
This is
call it shine, I'll call it shine.
this is the safe place to do whatever you need to do. And when you get ready for
Well,
somebody to come up here with you, let me know and we'll get them up here.
awesome. Well, it's hard for me to identify in myself what it is that people are even tuning in for. So, because I don't like to do that. I don't want to be self-boasting, not because I'm trying to be some remarkable human being, but because I truly don't see it because I'm learning. So if I do things good, or the right way along the way, it's going to be because I learned and absorbed information from over, especially this past year. But where I feel like I really kick into gear is a protectiveness. And that's probably the sister, turned slash mother, to my 4 younger sisters. And because I've been feeling very protective of Chat. I'm one of Chat. Like
Right,
I
we're
am,
one of chat. So
I'm
we are.
here more
Look,
than I'm there.
look,
And I was here
Brian.
first.
Look what Brian put. The chat is like its own creature, and sometimes that creature can be vicious. You're absolutely right.
Sometimes
You
it
are.
needs to be vicious,
Sometimes
Theodore,
it
and
needs to be, sometimes it doesn't. But you're right.
it's
It's
up
it's
to
its
us.
own creature. But we
It's up
need
to
to
us,
baby
though.
this chat and take care of
Yes,
this chat and raise this chat to be a good chat and to be
yes,
a safe chat and not to attack. And that's why we have that zero tolerance policy on here on mental health, because we're not going to bring hate, ugliness, mean, and we're not going to ever talk about another creator ever. But what we are
yeah,
going to
and
do is talk about the issues that affect y'all. And this affects, we were talking, we are the chat. I mean, in every other channel we go to. So why would we not worry about
also
it?
not to be confused with that. This doesn't mean that I'm not going to also still go laugh like crazy at DOA, and the goofiness, because you can't just focus on the seriousness. And it's not just DOA, but you know what I mean. And it's even in Chat. I was accused once, of that I love bomb DOA in particular, and I'd never met him yet. And I tried to explain to this person, it's the chat. Don't you see it? Like, if you watch me, you can see. I can't hardly keep up with saying hi to everybody that I love seeing pop in there. And that's genuine. So I'm not there just for the creator. And in this case, with our community, I'm going to be there to support you, whether it's the most exciting protest or not. You know, I got to pop into Hitzel last night, and Austin was a bit calmer than, say, in LA. So, but you should still try to support those groups who are out there doing it.
There's my Sophia. You don't have to react to everything immediately, and you don't need to do anything for one team just because you picked it once.
Yeah,
My
and
wise one,
I also am
Skylight.
a multifaceted
Hello, my dear.
person, and I bet you we all are. And my humor can be dark, and it's really dirty, because as I've been
Indigo.
saying, what's that?
Wait, let me get it. Indigo. She says, "We do. We use our wrench with love."
Yes, yes, exactly. And there's a
Hey,
place
Red.
for those
Did you get the
things.
link?
But yeah, there's a place for those things. And if we're trying to focus more on the more serious mental health aspects now, we can still have humor with it, but we're not going to be
Absolutely.
crass or vulgar about it.
So
Anyway,
I'm gonna let Corn, because chats are what the creators make them. There is what we were talking about. We need to take and make sure that we're taking care of our chat. This was
yeah.
just something we talked about today. And when it was so funny, because when Corn said our chat has PTSD, we have PTSD chats, I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, but that's for real.
It
Think
is.
about it.
seriously, like
Oh,
it, because I was talking about with the like the sirens, even cats.
yes.
Like if we hear one, we're scared, and um, you go through the anxiety because you are not because you have some weird creepy parasocial relationship, but because you genuinely see the risk that somebody's going under, and you're watching it live. It's normal to have anxiety about it. So anyway, this is my favorite cup you might like, and I honestly thought of Chris whenever I got it over the summer. It says, "Dear autocorrect, it's never duck." I think I've showed it once before, but it's fun again. So it says,
I
"What
can
the duck? Duck
I can
them,
read
duck every."
autocorrect.
Yeah. So in other words, autocorrect. Quit trying to tell me I don't want to say fuck.
I know
Oh no,
I
I
can
forgot
read
I'm not.
autocorrect.
Mhm.
Red, I just
Anyway,
sent it to you. Yo, I did I? I don't know. Hang on. I'm trying to get Red this link. Okay, I just sent it, Red.
so I thought I
Protest
would just.
that okay, wait, she's right. Protest fatigue and protest trauma is real. Absolutely it is. Hey, crazy love is love. I love you. Thank you for being here. Ricky, you're absolutely right on that. Um, protest fatigue is real. I mean, it is truly real. And the trauma, because I was just telling Corn today, I said, I got trauma from protesting because I had two people turn around and ask me how much I was getting paid for hate. And it
Yeah.
just floored me. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not getting, I don't hate anyone. I said, and I sure the hell ain't getting paid. you know, but it's like they brought kids in. My heart couldn't handle that. I couldn't do it. Okay. I know what I'm capable of, and I would rather be of assistance work, something I'm good at doing. I don't want to set
However,
myself
that
up.
is why I said too, though, that you might like the form of protesting that I'm more involved into because, the day of the arrest, I didn't like my behavior. And it was early. It was so early in the protest. It was the end of April. So I'd only been out there for a couple months and I was still learning, the ropes. And it really was interbulating me that he was
I love it.
brushing away our talk right in front of me. And so, but I did back off. So I've tried to take that experience and learn from it. And so now really I'm more comfortable and feel at less risk with my talk and it's so pretty and kids like it. And so we've even done like for Halloween,
Brian.
of course I wore an inflatable. Juanita and I did. And we spent the night. She was very sweet, got me a hotel for my birthday to spend the night in Chicago
Oh,
because her place is small. And it was a very nice place, and we spent time in there wrapping candies with
Tiff.
stickers, and then the next day we handed out trick or treat candy. So there's ways you can do it and bring happiness and joy, and then you can feel like no one's going to ask you how much or who's paying you for your hate or to hate,
Right.
because you
Right.
will not be showing any, even the words that I write. The
Hey,
only
Papa,
thing
you're
that
not in
might
the corner, sweetheart.
no, Papa, you get your butt out of that corner. We're
Get
done with
out of the
that.
corner.
We're round up, round up. It's
Yep, Papa's in the corner.
time to step back out of that corner you've been put in. And I think I have a message that I haven't responded to. So if you're in the corner because you think I've ignored you, just know that I'm not used to having so many people want to talk to me.
Yes,
And I know that
we've
I
got
know
a
that sounds
lot.
self-deprecating, but it's true. My
No,
life was very much simpler, and so I'm trying to keep up, but it's hard.
I think you're doing one heck of a job. So let me just tell you that first.
Awesome.
I'm going to tell you that. Um, I know that I know where your heart is, and I know I talk to you. I know, and I know that you have a good heart, and you want the best for everybody at the end of the day.
Yeah,
And,
that's
and
awesome to
that is
hear.
what this. So you wanted to know about the village. I will tell you this.
Yes,
The village is a whole bunch of these amazing people in here right now that just connection. You have,
and they all have
I mean,
different channels on YouTube.
yes, and it's always, and they broadcast it on the village channel, you
Okay,
know, but it's a lot of connection. It's a lot of people that still need help. It's a lot of people
yeah,
that, we're doing everything we can do So
Yeah.
to,
Well,
to
and
make the
honestly,
connection.
I can share that personally. I don't even remember who I told this to at this point, but it could have been you, it could have been she, I don't know. But I was saying that I didn't expect as much personal growth as I got out of this. I don't mind saying that I've had a therapist along the whole way. And before I ever even went into Chicago, I remember breaking the idea to her and saying, what do you think? And she's great. I love going in. Her office is very comfortable, and it's just talk. I use my couple weeks in between seeing her to think about what's my focus, what bothers me, and what do I need to clear up within like 45 minutes. But
Right.
it's enough because I work on myself in between, and
You have to
that's
come back and watch us do the daily practice on Sunday nights. I'm telling you, it works, and it is like a self-guide. It's great.
I'll
Teresa,
have to get into that.
yes, it's 20 minutes a day or twice a day, and it works. So for me, it works. So
And what is that?
it's called the daily practice. No shame in the therapy game, right, Skylight? I agree with that because yes, none. But
Well,
there.
I try to be loud and proud about that because I have two adult sons who reject the idea. Except I try to explain to them, especially my younger one, that that's basically what I've been for him. Except I would like an outsider, because I'm still figuring myself out. So I don't want to give,
Do you want me
I
to
mean,
get do you want Crazy Love is Love to come up or
yeah, come on up.
okay, did you send her a link?
Nope. This is
Okay.
all you, lady.
I'm gonna drop it in the chat, but please, I'm asking nobody, please don't jump yet. We have an order. We're doing things, please.
Yes. Yes.
This is for Crazy Love is Love. Okay.
Yes.
It's
We're going to
just
show some love to Crazy
simpler
Love
for me
is
to do
Love
it this way.
today.
Yeah.
This will be the first
Hey,
time I've
Misha.
gotten up with her since our live.
Misha, Corn was asking about the village, so I was telling her. So we are introducing her to the village.
I wanted to cross communities. I wanted to have
Yes.
a chance for my, or for the anti-Scientology, your people, mine within that community to hear about it, to offer other spaces to air out your, not, and you know what I mean by it. We don't want to
Yes,
sit around
absolutely,
and
because
mope on things, but you
there's
got to find
people
solutions.
in the village. They're solution oriented. We're connection oriented. We are just, it's like a big family. Like I said, nobody spent Christmas. Okay, no problem, Crazy. I mean, we welcome everyone as long as it's not hate. And the reason is we don't have this. I guess let me explain it like this. Over on where our community, where we came, or where I came from, but so there's always disconnection, mad trauma, negativity. I mean, for me, that's what it was. And it was just like somebody said something about somebody and who, and it was just so much. And it was to the point that I couldn't handle it anymore,
Yeah.
But with finding the village, right? Wait. Here we go. With almost passed me up. Right. And this is from the village. Right. We all need a place where we can come together, regardless of who we are or where we came from. What matters is where we are going. And that is the truest words ever spoken, because we don't care about past. We don't care about who is trolls with who over in this community. Everyone is welcome as long as there's no hate. And that's all we ask. And there's no meanness or bullying. That won't happen. You'll go bye-bye. But because we are going to protect each other.
Yeah, because honestly, we're all just human, and obviously we've kind of discovered that we're all pretty flawed individuals.
We're all broken here.
But who else is supposed to understand that kind of trauma unless, and that, to be, I want to be clear, I don't believe that means you're trauma informed. Trauma informed,
Oh, we agree.
yeah,
We agree.
means that you need to understand how to handle someone coming out of any type of trauma, not just the trauma that you've lived through. That makes
Exactly.
you experience that you're not trauma informed.
Yeah, and trauma
So,
informed is a thing. I'm actually almost there where I can get to my class. Look, the village, we've all been hurt. We want to move past that and act through love. That's
mhm.
absolutely correct. And yes, Holy Rogue, I'm so glad to see you. Thank you for being
Oh,
here.
Chanel, yeah, we need to give her some love today. I'm not going to share
Who
her
is it?
private. It's crazy.
Oh, crazy.
I thought I just outed her name, but I know she doesn't care because DOA said it this morning. But she's had a rough day, and I'm not going to share personal
Katie.
details
Wait,
of that.
Brian's right. Look, we're all hot messes here. I
Oh
should have
hell
worn my hot
yeah,
mess t-shirt. And
yeah.
Katie, like Katie
Guys,
says, yes.
freak. Or wait, no, it says follow
Follow
the leader. I
the
thought it
leader.
said freak on the leash. Oh, don't take that seriously. I am no leader.
No, oh my gosh, hang on. It says, hang on, it says up here, beautifully broken. Yes, Tiffany, we are. And if you don't have something nice to say, you don't have to talk. Thank you. Take care. Katie, love it. Beautifully broken, absolutely. And this is
Yep.
from Indigo. She says, the village mission to create positive connections and lasting support between communities. And that is it.
Yeah.
Holy Road says, oh gosh, I missed it. It went quick. Thank you, Corn. Love you. That's
Thank you
and
guys.
yes.
This is awesome. And I wanted, this is why I wanted to get as many people in here as we could
No,
because I
we're
know that
rocking it
it's been a rough day, even in our
in our life.
in our private chat. Like it hasn't been the buzz of activity as it has been usually. I think everybody's a little stunned.
Hey, Susan, trying to sneak in on
Stunned
me.
is a good word for it, to be honest, because I found out way more information than what I even knew. And of course, you still have to, you don't even know. You and I are going to learn about each other's.
Yes, this is something I'm going to learn about too. Oh, Sophia, you are so right. Hang on, I got to put this up there. She's right. We are all
Okay.
quite the glorious bunch of hot messes.
Yes. Well,
And I
we're
love
like
it.
the land of misfits. We love being misfits.
We are misfits. We are on an island of misfits.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So,
we are.
what we're doing is there's a conversation that needs to be had. No names I mean, nobody's going to be bashed. You know that we don't accept hate in here at all. I mean, nobody. We're not going to do that. But what happens is people need somewhere to go. And what have I already said? This place is the place to come. You can land here, you can talk here, you can do whatever you need to do here. We are here for that safe space. Okay, and we're going to continue to be here for that safe space. We may not like the subject. We may not like the object of the subject. We may not like it at all. You can please just go turn it off, go to a different channel. We'll see the next live. It's okay. Take care of yourself first. But there's some things that, I mean, I was approached, I was asking, I'm going to give my platform to this. It needs to be done. And I have no idea on any of this. I will be hearing it for the first time, just like you, because
Yeah.
I truly had no idea. And she did not tell me at all. I mean, we
Yeah.
talked about names and we're not going to mention, we're not
Yeah.
going to get to.
And
But
honestly, even now, if we just, because we've put out so much of it, and if it's just really things that we can wrap up for people more so, because it's been a lot of information in a couple of different lives, and
thank
then
you. I'm trying to grab them.
the
I'm
one we
sorry, I
did
was telling
last
me,
night,
I'm trying to grab them.
the one we got last night got taken down, and so we're trying to share the information in a way that everybody has it available. So if there's any glaring questions that people have while, we're in here, it doesn't have to
Yes,
be
and
about just
please
us.
ask them. Yeah,
It
if you
doesn't
have
have to
any
be about
questions.
just us, but let's wrap it, let's clear the air so that if anybody wants to come out and join us, you know,
Yeah, because look, I didn't know Chicago, y'all. Look, I didn't even know how many people were over there. They're so quiet. Like, I mean, I don't mean quiet. I mean, the
we
Chicago
snuck under the radar.
protesters, they've stayed under the radar. They literally have been so effective. because of that.
Yeah.
Skylight, what did she say? Oh my God, what a beautiful, what an adorable doggy.
He's
We're so
such
adorable.
a baby. This is
But
my Dexter, and Haggis Basher has her Tigi. And so we share
oh,
pictures, and yeah, a little Yorkie love. So,
but what happens is like because Chicago has not made a huge deal about it. Like when they have issues, they try to get them taken care of, and they don't want it to look like one of these disasters in the making that we've all dumpster fires. So I really
kind of
was
like we might
impressed.
look like now.
Oh well, we might look like it now, but that's okay. Tonight we can
That's
be.
all right. I'm
But
honestly
I'm
glad.
so proud of y'all.
I've been saying that I'm happy. We all say this, how grateful we are that nobody really paid attention till now. Not because we don't want to get the word out, but because now we don't have to really. We have all of our videos to, if you want to see if we've been consistently the same people, we've got, give us some watch time. It's not monetized, but hey, I mean, it helps spread it out there. So,
Yeah. And,
and it's
and
not real
while we're
exciting.
doing that, I want to do this.
Did Crazy? Oh yeah, Crazy was getting ready.
Yes, let me
What?
share this. Everybody, if you have not liked and subscribed, could you please show Corn some love? What,
You see the
what,
artwork that I have there?
wait a
Crazy
minute, I
did
can't
that
even
for me.
see you.
That's all
Okay,
right.
what happened? It knocked me out.
Uh
Oh, there we
oh.
go. Okay, I'm back in.
I just
Okay,
see
it
my
knocked
face.
me totally out. So there is her YouTube channel. It would be great if I think every validate, then move forward. We have real battles to fight. We are stronger than all these dumpster fires. Thank you, Misha. Absolutely. That is beautiful advice. And Brian says most of the focus seems to be on LA, which is understandable. Yes, and
Hmm.
and the Chicago crew, Indigo is part of it. I mean, they've
Hmm.
truly managed to not have so much going. Who am I missing? Hang on.
Even
Oh,
though
that's
we really did, you guys now know, you get to see that we
Hey
truly
Summer.
had a dumpster fire for sure. And I was trying to handle it, which I'm trying to explain now. But I certainly didn't understand what was going on because I was shocked at some of the
Hey
things I
Amy.
learned last
Hey
night.
Summer.
And this person who I supported, everybody, I don't even have to defend myself there. It it's just true. And she doesn't answer to me now at all, to anything that she's done to me. And that sucks. And I don't really expect her to, though. So really, it's not. I, what I would like is if this is mental health matters, and I would like to see her turn things around because she clearly had a direction she wanted her life to go, and it had to do with helping others. Um,
Yeah.
at some point in her life, that was her intent, to the point that she wanted to study it in school. I've done that. It's a lot of
Hey
hours to
Marina.
spend of your life learning these subjects. So, but this ain't it. This is
No, and
this
y'all
has
need to
been,
have some. I mean, you have your dumpster fires, and then people get over it, but like you said, y'all's have been under the radar. So
yeah,
there's a lot in the chat. There's a lot in the your supporters and things like that, and your subscribers, and the I mean just everybody that they're being traumatized by this,
yeah,
and y'all are over there just doing your best that you can do.
yes. Well, because they have been led to believe that. Well, I didn't know what Nancy was saying as far as her falling out of company with us, except for that she had a restraining order, and so we tried, to keep connections there. We really did, because we understood what it must have felt like to get cut off from the community in that way. But chat was always still there, and I live for chat. I get on that train on the way home, Dip and I, and we're sitting side by side, just looking to see who did what today. How does the protest go? It's exciting. It's fun, um, and we love it. I love
I'm
the
sorry.
training too.
I had to laugh.
What's up?
Hey, Papa.
What is Papa doing?
Papa he's back. So,
That's
are we
good.
still waiting
Papa
on
is.
Crazy Love? Are we still waiting on her?
Yeah. Are you coming in, hon? Let me see if she sent me a message.
I sent her. I dropped it in the
How
chat.
about Helly here? Is Helly in there? Helly, you grab that and
I'll
come
put it
on
in the
up if
chat.
you're in.
Everybody, please, don't jump on. Please don't jump on this.
Yeah, please.
Please
But
don't
also
jump
just
on in
remember
this.
the lesson behind there having been a dumpster fire needs to be, please, that you can look back and see how we handled it.
Yeah,
And that does not mean we were being fake in any way. It means that we were being told so many different things that
who is the link
honestly
for?
it took a long time to
Who's
piece
the link
together,
for? Corn.
and we're still
Who's the link
doing it.
for? Who's coming in?
Helly Gear, are you in here? There she is. She says in a minute.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now Helly Gear really needs to speak out because she just really felt like she couldn't. She kind of hid away from chat, and it makes you feel cut off. It really is. Whenever you come to depend on that as your community, and you do, I think it's unusual the way that we've been
I want
meeting together like this for a year.
guys,
And
y'all in the chat, listen, please, for just a moment, please.
aw.
We are
But
about
yeah,
connection. We're not about disconnection. And you are more
no,
than welcome here. You're more than
yes,
welcome to come visit the village or anybody's channels.
we're
We are
trying to have a
all
fresh
hey
start,
power.
honestly.
Yeah. I mean, we really want I don't we
You want to
really
go
want
outside?
y'all to know that this is a loving community and it is not all drama. We
Amen.
want people to heal from this, and you can't heal if you don't go through it. Now, I'm not naming any creators' names. I'm not saying any names because I'm just sitting here.
And I don't mean to. It's just
Somebody's
coming
going
out.
to tell their story, and oh wait, who I got in here? Helly. Okay, let me get her in. You ready, Helly? Okay, I'm gonna pop her up as soon as I do it.
Helly. I adore Helly.
Oh,
She and
give me a
I, listen, she and I discovered that we work best together because we both make really silly goofs, like forgetting something in our car, tripping on the sidewalk, dropping our suitcase. We don't get mad at each other and we don't pressure each other to hurry up. It's like, I don't know. It just works. I guess we found common.
Look,
What?
see, awakened. That's me, Misha. She's in the village. She said, "We understand what it's like to feel ostracized, shunned, hurt, confused, angry, but we have also found love, connection, understanding, support. All of us, not just one of us, all of us." And she's absolutely correct.
Yes. And that is what we are having a hard
Yes,
time with.
Barbie.
This was somebody that we embraced as a friend, and to hear the things like I'm struggling with picturing her being isolated from this community now. But then I flip it to she tried to cut me off, and I still don't understand why, and she won't even explain it. So my empathy only goes so far. I'm still processing that while here I was scared to death to even show my face for the first few times, and then finally was encouraged to stream. And I know that makes me sound silly. I don't care. I'm from rural Indiana. Have fun with it.
You speak whatever you need to speak to. This is your space. I mean,
I'll own
this
it.
is your space.
I am
Hey,
blue collar
Tomas,
redneck.
Green.
I've always said that. Blue collar and redneck.
Yeah, me. Yep, yeah.
We enjoy simple things here. You know what I mean? And I've had the same family and home for 30 years. So, I don't have as much travel experience, but the way that I have learned
Helly
to,
and Corn Helly and Corn
Mhm.
Freak. Power.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, Chanel says that she needs a bit more time, so I'm gonna shut myself up and let Helly have some time. I'm
oh
gonna
my
mute myself
goodness.
because I've learned that I'm
You're what?
And she
I'm
cut herself
battling.
off.
I'm trying to tighten a tripod.
uh
It was.
I said I discovered, Helly, that I am an interrupter, so I try to
Oh,
be
I do
respectful.
like this. Let's see. What did Misha says? Never stay somewhere that makes you feel yuck. If you cannot shine your entire light, it doesn't deserve you. Papa, you're right. Hello. Oh, what did you put? Helly, hello, darkness, mouth.
Oh, did Papa put that?
Papa put that.
Well, how did he know that's one of my favorite songs? But thank you for thinking of me when you think darkness. Yes, I'm worn out. I really am. Um, so that's why I'm in the dark.
You're fine.
But thank you.
I'm so glad you came on too.
Yes, thank you. I mean, I guess just continuing in that, Corn mentioned being shocked yesterday, and I'm in that same boat as well. Um, more so because of just knowing that there were more personal deceptions than I knew about, and so that's always gets to me, why people deceive me. And prior to this, I've dealt for 2.5 years with a person that I met and then found out that he does the same thing. Like, he can only lie. And I'm just in awe. Maybe, Keela, you could shed light on how do people fabricate. Like, I've always wanted to be a fiction writer, and I never can. But I'm like, damn, I mean, I'm hoping to maybe put this into a book,
Well,
because
I can tell you this, that I was going to name my YouTube channel, You Can't Make This Shit Up.
well, you got it.
So, yeah, that's what it originally was going to be. No, so there's a thing about, I used to say they would rather climb a tree and tell a lie than stand on the ground and tell the truth.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
I
Yes.
mean,
Because it would be so much easier well, the one
just
like
tell the
that.
truth.
Yeah.
Just tell the truth on the ground. This is in general. I'm not putting this on anybody. This is in
Yeah. No,
general.
in general. Yeah.
And then there's also people that would, that will tell the truth to to
A tree. A tree.
yeah, I mean, like, and yeah, and y'all please see, y'all are actually, I like my chat. My chat is great. My chat is cool. This chat is freaking awesome. I love you all, and I'm going to try not to give you PTSD. If you can't handle hearing opposite opinions, how can you grow and learn a point of view? Beautiful.
What is wrong with this
I
thing?
mean, beautiful. Hey, Blake, glad you're here. Haggis Master said, I'm with you. I do not understand the need for lies and making up shit. Okay, so here is my diagnosis, and this, and above and beyond it, I saw you. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. So the people that like to make up that, okay, so what I call them, they just keep wanting to cause trouble. They wait and see everything simmering down, and you're actually getting to where you're thriving.
Yeah.
Once you're happy and you start thriving,
Oh
then
my God.
they're going to insert the next variable. Here we go. So we're going to insert this variable to cause more strife, more grief, because that's what we do. Because sometimes narcissists, not saying, I don't know, I mean, I'm talking in general.
No, yeah,
Sometimes
no,
narcissists,
we'll just talk about my tenant that I mentioned, because it's the
okay,
exact same stuff.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
they have to have fuel, which means, guess what?
I was his
They need
supply, yeah,
fuel.
but I've cut
They
it
need to
off.
lie. They need to get your reaction. They need to
Cut it
make
off.
you want
Oh,
that they
so
lied.
much. Yeah. So
Amy, what did
much.
Amy just say? She said,
Hey, Amy.
Dr. Judy had the best book title, Don't Pee on My Leg and Tell Me It's Raining. I've got to write that down now.
Oh, so
I got a
this
list of
guy,
books.
yeah.
Oh,
This guy's a gaslighter like you wouldn't believe. And I'm one that blows up with emotions.
Hey,
Like, I've gotten a lot better,
Thomas.
but he do every single time we talked, I would end up yelling at him. Like, and then I would just leave. I just would leave the area. And one time he followed me to the front porch from the back porch when I was trying to get away from him, so I didn't have to talk to him anymore.
So, I'm looking through some of these comments.
Yeah.
Okay. No, yes,
I
thank you.
wanted to
Melissa.
say, I'm trying to say it in the chat, but I have to stop to say because you and I were talking about him today. Blake
Yeah.
Reed. I'm so
Blake
glad to see.
Reed. I told you he's my baby.
Listen, Blake is a star in my chat world because Blake has been around since before we started going out on the streets, and there's many of you that I remember from that time. And there are many of us. There are many people who have joined, mostly watching after they saw the boots on the ground protest start, and that's amazing. And so, you know, now they get to check out, look how much footage we have for them. But it's also fun to connect with those who were there, you know, who have seen some of the ups and downs and are big Doug fans like I am. One for Doug, CMBR if you're in the chat. And so I just am glad that we've gotten there, that everybody's kind of done so
yes,
much
this is where we were going with this. No, okay, so yeah, I'm sorry. The seizures make my
Mhm.
brain. I have like no short-term memory. That's why I
No,
come
this
and
is
wrote
good.
down.
This is completely
This is
spontaneous.
organic because I remember now what we were going to talk about,
Mhm.
and part of this is so we have seen any and all. Like, okay, that's where we went. The ex Scientology. So take them out of the picture for just a scenario.
Mhm.
And what would happen if everybody in the chat and the protesters and everybody just started getting along? It started focusing on one goal. Enough is enough, says hi. Oh, tell them hi. Tell them hi. So that's what I'm wondering if there's even a roadmap to that, to the not the second gens, if the never ends and the protesters that's never been in were all to come together and stop all this infighting, how effective would it be to have one goal in mind, and that's to take down Scientology?
That would be great.
So
I'm seeing a lot of people mentioning so, and that was something I told you about, and I'll go ahead and repeat it here because a
Be
lot
right
of the
back.
people who saw it are probably here, and Helly was there when Crazy Love is Love
look,
did her first
awake,
live.
look, Awaken said we could prove that their tactics can no longer work on us.
Yeah. Well, now we still have to safeguard for what tactics might come next because I don't want to get too cocky now and think I know what's going on.
Yes, OC is loving all this pop-up. They get bored with me though.
But yeah, so it was a difficult chat because there was, you know, a former mod from the channel that was coming in. I had some issues, and I'm not somebody who could pretend that I don't. If we're going to move forward, it has to be like what DOA said, as rough as that is. It's awkward. And so, but that's why whenever we first had this problem and I knew there was one person spreading a story to everyone else, I created a group text and awkwardly confronted and scattered. I don't know how much I scattered, but I confronted.
Okay, so there's a perfect example. Above and beyond, it said, just remember, you can't talk sense into someone who is incapable of understanding it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're
And I'm only
absolutely
going to
correct.
take so much of my time. The question was
And
asked of
Haggis
me.
Basher says it's easy to say, but there are some clashes of personality. Happens all the time. Yes, you're absolutely correct. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just something that, okay, so if you're like, let me say this, let me figure out how to say this right. So if you're with someone or in a group and someone else comes, or, you know, you don't want to be in that group or even in the chat. Okay. So if you don't really have the greatest of relationships, with someone, it doesn't mean that you don't matter just as much as they do. What it means is you stay in your lane, they stay in their lane, and live and let live. I mean, we can both stay in the same chat. We don't have to talk. We don't have to do anything ugly or mean. And it's
Right
being
now
kind is free.
with us Chicago girls, it's kind of like, and ladies, women, powerful women with us
I'm
Chicago.
definitely not a lady.
And
Okay.
men are welcome.
Hey, Blossom.
I already made a call for men when I was on
Yes,
mini minions. I said,
Yeah,
we need some
but
guys out there with us. Come
Oh,
on, we're
Sophia, right here.
fucking old.
Oh, wait, Sophia. Okay, so Sophia says we don't all have to be best friends or even like each other to work together on a common goal. Exactly. Put
but
all of
but
it to the side.
luckily for us, right now we have found a genuine group of women that when we get together, we've turned it into like I only live an hour and a half from the city, but so for me it's well it's a couple hours to get
Hey,
there.
especially.
What are you doing?
Skylight said, I think with
Oh,
with
yeah.
all protest movement, there are going to be so many different views on how to protest, etc. Yeah, I agree on that. And I say let everybody do it the way they want to do it. But
And right now that's what
like
we're doing. The five
just
of
like
us
Indigo said, I
are
think we can respect each other, but come from honesty and be civil. Yes,
yeah.
and I'm just talking about the never ends because do you know how many people have said, and Nora included, that the never ends are going to be the ones. So we got to get along to be the ones.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah,
And Crazy Loves Love
with
said,
us
just
right
remember you
now,
can expect someone to know every troll account one person has, can get mad at them if they never knew.
oh yeah, Crazy had a rough morning because she's had a troll account made of her, so I'd like to clear that up right
Oh,
now.
Crazy.
And so she looked like she was going into some of the creators who, it's not that we tell people where to be, but it's these creators don't do anything but stir trouble, and they are known for saying hateful things towards the things we're trying to do. So, um, but it's gonna get hashed out. And so my encouragement to Crazy, because I haven't talked to her about this yet, is uh, it can feel really rough being called out like that. I haven't been yet, but it's gonna come someday. I'm gonna do something
But
that's
there's
gonna get it.
there's no reason to be the hateful, I mean, put all those
No,
negative feelings towards what we're trying to help
no.
in.
It's just we're trying to have a blunt confrontation of any sores that were created by people in the back end trying to stir up crap. Because it's like what I asked this person, this creator, I said, who else did you tell lies to so that I can fix however you represented me? What do people think about me?
That's the
And
hard
why
part.
aren't they
It's the
looking?
hard part.
Yes, and shame on them. I'm sorry, but shame on them for not checking us out to let us shine for ourselves. And you can, or not shine. Maybe you think we suck, but
I
you can
think
come and check
I
us out.
think you all shine, and I think you all deserve a platform, and I think you all should be very proud of what y'all have done. And the reason I'm saying
So
that
proud
is
of these
because
women.
y'all have been under the radar, and there's not been all the drama, all of it. Chicago has been.
But listen,
I've done an
remember,
amazing job.
there could have been if we were those types of people. Oh, there was so much to say, but
And
I didn't
sometimes
want
it's
to just
And
better
tear
not to.
somebody down. I wanted her to be better. I was hoping that, I don't know. I don't want to rehash the whole thing, but I had hope that after things wrapped up, that, I just had hopes for something different than how it went, because I didn't expect to be used as a pawn and have a complete story made up that my
Let's
character
see.
supposedly did.
Haggis says it's like a restaurant when the front of the house talk to the kitchen. Nico said can grow and give each other some grace. Yes.
Mhm,
And that's how,
absolutely.
actually we talked about that today too.
I said I am good at grace not because I'm because I'm special, but because I want grace. I need grace because I screw up. So there you go. That's
And
as simple as I can get with that.
what y'all two do need to talk. What do y'all see, or let me ask you this, what is your dreams or your wants like after, if you can get this out and have a platform to say what you need to your feelings on. I mean, what would be your, oh, I didn't see the bigger comment. Y'all, I'm back by myself trying to do it all. I'm sorry. I'll go back and look. But Oh crap. Sorry. Oh, okay. This one, Nico said, I always use, oh, okay. I see it. I'm sorry. I always use honesty as a policy and use words that I really mean. I try my best not to punch down, but I'm not perfect either. It is hard to
Yeah.
be called out. As long as we don't resort to vitriol, we can grow and give each other some grace.
Sorry.
There we go. Nico, thank you.
And the level of honesty that we should be expecting from people
Hey,
should
all
match
hell.
should should match what we're here for. We're not here to dig into juicy details on the fights that
Yes,
happen
Tiff, we are.
or on people's personal lives because that could go on and on and on. We're human beings. Of course, we got crap going down, or we have a good time after we hang up the lives and we go out and get some food and we've shared hotel rooms and just made a weekend out of it to have fun. I I thoroughly enjoy going to the city, and I've grown so much since then in feeling confident in myself, in
Hey, Jamie.
my ability to do things, you know,
I'm not
on
saying
my
anything.
own. But then along the way, here I found these friends, and it's honestly been kind of overwhelming because like I
We
said
call each
earlier,
other chosen family in here because, like, we're here.
chosen
We're
family.
like stuck like
So
glue.
Kelly, why don't you go ahead and speak because I speak too much, and you say what your
Well,
dreams
does
are
anyone
for.
have any questions? Like I said, I'm
Listen,
just, right now kind of dealing with the
okay,
deception that I found out just yesterday. So, I mean, that's a hot topic right now that
right.
certain
Thank you,
texts
Thomas,
texts that I'd
for
gotten
everything.
were pretense.
Right here, there was one. Dr. Judy had the best. Oh, yeah, don't pee on my leg and tell me training. I kept that started for a reason. um, Debbie said, question, do they get off on the deception? Oh, hell yeah, that's fuel. I mean,
Really?
that's fuel. They're fooling you.
Like so, like whenever she told that lie about the arrest
Listen,
warrant.
well,
Now that is a whopper.
now, see, I don't know
Sit
anything
with
about
Yeah,
all
let's
that.
not even go there.
Summer
here.
says
But
Let
we
I'm
me
just
absorb,
just
like,
thinking,
because I don't,
Corn, you
yeah,
said it was my turn.
yeah, you know what? Hey, wait, I'm gonna mute
Corn.
myself. Remember?
Okay, let me ask you something first.
Mhm.
Do you mind if I talk about what I learned? Um, and I'm looking back now and seeing how much stress we were both under. But it was
Mhm.
a valid thing that we had both hit up against our personal walls. And we were alone with each other.
Yeah,
And there was no, but I couldn't go her way and she couldn't go my way. And
yeah. I trust
that,
you to talk about that. She and I butted. It was a hard
yeah,
night. It was a hard night.
yeah, it was. But now that
And
I
but
look
what I was
back and think,
expressing that night, and what I told you at the end was, I was expressing to you that I know that my flaw is that once I have a guard up,
and you
it's
know what, I
not gonna go
understood.
down
And
anytime
now I
soon.
see it
So
better. Yeah,
yeah. So unfortunately, but at that time, I'm just gonna have to need to take a break. But at the time, it
we
just felt
did. And we
awful
did.
because I love you and you're my friend.
Yeah. And I felt the same way.
But we fixed it.
But it
We
was
fixed
real
it.
what we were doing and saying. We were really
and you
ourselves.
just,
And it wasn't like,
Okay.
it wasn't like this,
oh,
but
yeah.
some of the other aspects of our personalities, or our, not even our
Yeah.
personalities, but our needs, as far as like Kayla, um, I've found that I think differently. And just tonight, something that came to me is I'm not good at going and giving people help, but I'm very good at people coming to me for help. So when you
Yeah.
say stay in your lane, I'm starting to learn that I'm really good at that, and I'm piss poor at things. Like, I pick up on it and stuff, but when I try to articulate it, it comes out wrong, and I
But
I
that doesn't
offend
mean
more.
you can't. That can't change, Kelly.
Yeah,
That
I
doesn't
just
Right.
it's
identifying.
just something I thought of.
Yeah. Because I would love for us to keep learning how to better communicate with each other because we also are both hotheads.
Right. And what I learned more, even though it's difficult to go through that, what bothers Corn or what mattered to her, what she needed I really wasn't capable of giving in that moment due to my own limitations with everything.
Which,
Okay, so you just
and
said
it's
the
not
perfect
fair
thing.
of you
We
to
have
expect it.
bandwidth. We only have so much bandwidth that we can process at a time. Okay, in our mental capacity. First of
Mhm.
all, when you're actually going through it, and like y'all are going through the middle of this, trying to sort it out, but it still causes stress. That's what
Yeah.
that's what happens. Okay, so that takes up a lot of your bandwidth, and then you have everything else that you worry about during the day, right? Like whatever responsibilities you have during the day. Then
Mm.
I mean, you have all these different hats and things that you wear during the day to become, mother, aunt, wife, just whatever it is, protester, friend, just whatever. Okay, so your bandwidth is already stretched so far that, so I came up with my boundaries, and one of my 7 boundaries are, I'm sorry, I do not have the emotional capacity to handle your problem right now. I will let you know when I can. And that's all I have to say. You just enforce those boundaries, and that's what I had to
Just
do.
tell them to
I
go to
do
hell in a
not have the
handbasket.
emotional capacity right now. Or
Well,
just not
that's
my circus, not my
that
monkeys.
is basically what I told Nance because I had to say to her, she said, so because of my, because she does have some mental health struggles too, and she shared that. So I don't feel like I'm being disrespectful by saying that. But she said, oh, so because of my disabilities or however she put it, um, you don't want to be friends with me? And I said, no, it's unhealthy for me. Like the relationship had become unhealthy. It doesn't mean one of us was completely wrong and the other one wasn't. My phone's gonna die. And but it means that we don't work. And so I'm stepping away. And I did set that. I set the boundary. The boundary was not respected, and that's where we are
That's
now.
another
And then
problem. That was another, to me, that was another hurtful problem that
that was
happened. If I
horrible.
could just interject, Corn, that
Yes, please.
when I
I'm gonna mute
said,
myself.
okay, when I texted that, yes, we can talk about it, but not over text, only by phone, and I won't be available until like 2 days. I don't know what I said. You know what I got back? A text talking about the fucking situation. What
So they
now?
didn't respect your
Way to
boundaries.
plow through a boundary. I just
Yeah.
said we can talk about it on the phone, not by text. And then I get a text talking about it.
That is to test your boundary, to test you. So I would, if
I
it were
didn't
me,
answer. I
yeah,
didn't
at
answer.
that point,
I
I would
don't
have the
answer.
no
I wasn't
contact and
answering
went until I
most
got
of the
ready.
stuff. Yeah.
And this is just in general. I'm not talking
In
about any.
general, let's just,
Yeah,
I'm
this
just
is in
giving
general
you an
for me.
example of that
Yeah,
happened to me. And then you can,
that's
I
overstepping
mean,
a boundary.
I'm so grateful
Do
that
not
you're
allow
available tonight for our session.
it. Do not let anyone. I mean, sometimes you have to stand up when you have somebody
Yeah.
that's going to cross your boundary like
Well,
that and
right.
not
Well,
respect it. You just
right.
gonna have to
Well,
stand up no matter who it is and tell them, "This is my boundary. You disrespected me, and now you're dealing with that. I will deal with it when I see fit." I
okay.
mean,
So
I
let's
can
get,
be.
yeah,
I can
getting
be
back
mean,
to,
but I don't want to be, but
well,
not
that's the
gonna,
thing. Why do they make us be mean? I'm not
and that's
mean. I
me.
can be. They turn me in. They say, okay, don't react to other people, external, this and that. But I am not kidding you. They
Yo,
want
you
you to
can't
be
help
mean.
it. You can't help it. I know.
So I was in boundary boot camp with this guy for 2.5 years because he's my tenant in a second floor, um, you know, kind of like an apartment, a little apartment sublet type thing. And for 2.5 years, he broke my bound, well, now it's 2.5 now. So, and I have completely, I only talk to him through the wall now. He is not allowed to see my face
Oh, well, I like that boundary.
because I couldn't I mean, he's a narcissist,
Hmm.
gaslighting,
Oh,
liar.
yeah.
Manipulation is the only, everything is a chess game in his mind
I
as to
gotta let
what
her
he
back in.
has to
Hang on, I'm
do
coming.
to manipulate the situation. Oh, hi, Corn. So I had been in boot camp training going back and forth. Like he is a master at getting the person back. not, I mean, it was an intimate relationship for a while. I finally had to break through that. I had a couple, counselors for that to get that took because he doesn't get, and when you're stupid like that, at the time when you're in a whatever situation, I thought, wow, I've never had a guy like really always want to come back to me. This was like, duh, because I was his supply. But
You
I
will.
learned on YouTube. I learned from like Dr. Ramani was the first one.
Hey, Papa. Oh,
You
I
know,
love
there's
Dr.
so
Romney.
many. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
So I'd been in this training with him. So when I started to see it, it was literally something I could then see. Only I wouldn't have if I hadn't had the experience with him. I
Mhm.
could still be. Would be very different because I wouldn't have cut it when I did.
Okay, so here is what I would say in order to move forward and probably just if I don't know what I would do if I was in that situation. Let me just tell you some advice. So you take what you need and leave the rest is what's everybody.
Cool.
Okay, it's just friends helping friends talking, So let me just put it this way. So if someone is treating you the way they treat you and it is not
Yeah.
a positive or adaptive, we use maladaptive, adaptive, positive, negative, whatever. So if you don't, and it's not a positive impact on your life, then it's probably not somebody you're going to stay around very long. Or you already know that
Because it's
when you,
uncomfortable. Yeah.
right, it's very uncomfortable. And we're not meant to be, we want to be comfortable, especially fighting a cult like we're fighting. We need to be comfortable. We need to be able to relax and trust the people that we're with because they've got your back. Okay. If you get to the point that you feel something's not right, something's wrong, what you do, what they say to do is you need to get as far away from whoever is making you feel like that as possible. No more
Okay, so
contact.
we did the right
Just
thing,
just
Corn.
leave the contact. No, you don't have to talk bad about them. You don't have to tell the world what they did. But you know what you can do? You can just go on succeeding to prove them wrong.
Okay, well, here's where I have the problem.
Mhm.
Is in
Because
going
giving a
from
little
that point.
grace to people, I understand where y'all have been from, but sometimes just giving a little bit of grace and walking away would be better for
So
everyone. But
so
I'm not in your.
say you do that and then you're talking with the person again, you've kind of, patched it up like, but at that point it's so difficult to have a conversation. I knew that it wasn't going to work, but like we were all still trying to be friendly together and everything. And just so, how do you, in general, get from that point A? You kind of make friends. It's
We
new,
do
and then
hard things.
all of a sudden, you're like, shit. I don't think this is going to work. Like, and then but there's other people. It's a group, friend
Hey,
group, and
Thomas.
so you do your best, but then things bubble over, but then it's patched up, but then you're like, I don't want this. Like, how do you do that? Like, how,
It's
I
hard
don't,
to back out of. It's hard to back
Okay,
out
it
of
is
break.
hard to, but no, but we can do hard things. Y'all gonna hear that from me a million times. You can do hard things. Okay, you can do hard things. Power
like if
says
you see
learning
red
and loving with
flags.
you is the mantra I've been trying to focus on. A lot of my content is inspired by the community. Couldn't do it without everyone's insights. Thank you, Power. You
Hmm.
do a lot.
100% agree with everything there.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing anything alone. So we can just go ahead and announce that right here because it's not really that big of a
Right.
concept.
No,
We are a combined effort, and you don't you have to be okay with not knowing what your effect is. You have to be okay with being small, which is probably why we
that's right.
or I will speak for myself, I have related to DOA because when he, is the defender of ants, and I feel like one of those small people, and he does speak up. eh, I mean, not that he won't lay into me if I deserve it. I mean, but
If you
that's the
need
thing.
Indigo, if you need someone to be a cactus, I will be your cactus. I will throw the truth spines and help things be clear for others.
Yeah.
You're
So,
amazing.
and that's what we're trying to do now. Helly and I have really, and not just Helly and I, but all of us have struggled with how to, um, with
Power
watching
said
the
that's a great way to
people
put it, Gwen.
that have come to the realization
Well,
because
Corn, let's, yeah, we just, we feel for the whole community.
We're just trying to
We
be
can
here for
move
everybody.
forward and keep succeeding. Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
yeah. We're trying to think of new ideas. We want to make, March is coming up before you know it.
Well, yeah,
And
first
we want to
weekend
try
of
to,
March.
now,
Yeah.
I have a little bit of a setback because my
Oh,
foot
yeah.
is infected.
Yes, it is. And when she showed me today, I'm sorry, that's my fault. I made her call her doctor because it is badly infected.
But I
Oh,
asked you
no.
because I thought it was. And I
Mhm.
never had trouble whenever I had my other surgeries, but damn left foot. So I got to get a
Okay,
prescription.
so let me go to the questions because I think I need to do this real quick. Okay,
Yes,
so
please.
Amy says, I think I kept this one on. Yeah, I kept that one on for a reason. Okay. Brian says, when the unpleasantness starts getting unpleasant, I tend to go elsewhere and come back later. And that's what we're trying to help the chat. That's what we're trying to. That's why she said our chat has PTSD. You have to. I mean, look at all the crap y'all put up with.
I think
For real.
we're trying to lead by example that we are also chat. This is chat. We're one
Yeah,
of
we're
you.
chat too. Yeah.
We're
We go in,
chat
this is
with
the
a
only place
face.
I'm not chat,
Now,
Yeah,
Here
well,
does Haggis have a way with words?
Oh, always.
oh,
Always.
Haggis.
Yes.
Listen, Haggis has a special place in my heart, and this is a person who is around the world for me, and I have
Yeah.
never even done a FaceTime with yet. You hear that? Um, and yet she's like my sister, and it's I don't know how else to explain it, and I don't have to. People
No,
should,
you don't.
if we don't worry about putting definitions on what these things are, and you don't
Just
overdo
accept them
them.
for what they are and just go for it.
Yeah, don't
That would
overdo them.
start,
It
yeah, I mean,
doesn't
that's
mean
great.
I know her like her family. It means that in this community, I know her intent. I know her heart. And when you watch people and the way they speak, you can get to know them.
Yeah.
And that's like whenever I met Selfless Self at the opening, it was like I already knew him. He was exactly as he
Ah,
sounded
it
inside.
went away.
And I want to
It
give
went
a shout out
away.
to him.
I guess I had it up
I
there
want
too long.
if we could shout
You
out
can give
Selfless.
someone grace and still hold them accountable. Um, okay, so let me see what this one says. I'm proud of you, Chicago crew, says Indigo.
Thank you,
Indigo is
Indigo.
Chicago crew too.
So
We'll
proud.
see you soon.
Yes.
We're gonna see. Oh, Corn, I forgot to tell you that.
Tiff, we're all human and need grace. Yes.
What you got?
On your way
Go ahead.
up to
No, go ahead.
Wisconsin, in February, hopefully me, you, and Nana can meet Indigo.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm planning to go to Milwaukee, you guys. I've never even been. So
That's so neat.
while I have
All y'all
time
that are
off
up in
this
the
work,
middle, and I'm my little self down here in the middle of almost in the Gulf of Mexico.
yeah. Well, if you ever decide to come to the Midwest, you
You
got
thought
plenty of
Corn
people
Freak
up
was a
here.
dude. Should have
When
thought I
it's
was a dude.
when it stops raining, I mean snowing, and the temperature's above my age.
You know what's funny is everybody always assumed before I showed my face out to protest that Corn Freak was a dude, and I just went with it.
That's
Oh,
funny.
because of Corn Freak, yeah,
Yeah,
Corn.
but it's
Band.
funny because so many women like Corn as well. Like, and I'm a
Indigo,
metalhead.
Indigo says if you hear something said about someone, go to the source,
Yes,
or
please.
just simply just don't
Or
listen.
if you
Ignore it.
hear,
Just
yep,
ignore it.
If you don't listen long enough, they'll stop eventually trying to tell you about
Yeah.
it.
One
and
thing
some
I
things you do need to ask about, and some things you really, really don't.
Well, one thing I go by is I really don't believe something unless that person tells me. I've used that for quite a number of years. Like I think about at least 15 years that I mean, of course, sometimes you need to listen to stuff, but in general, I, I'll listen, but I'm like, well, if that person tells me that, then I'll know, like, and not
Right.
that I'm saying you're a liar, but I have to
Sometimes
like,
you just have to put the information away and store it,
but
like
I
I
mean, of
say.
course, there's exceptions with any accusations, whatever. I'm just saying in general, like
Mhm.
if something sounds like a little bit gossipy, say that's all I'm saying. Like, just wait and see. Don't necessarily like,
What they say?
maybe tell.
You don't. Let's see. What's that saying? I'm gonna get it wrong because I can never do it on the tip. Like when I want to, it'll be later on when I think about the whole damn thing. But uh, You don't. Never mind. I'm not even gonna try because I'm gonna screw it up. This is what Susan said
Aw.
for you. I'll get it in a
No,
minute. I'm gonna have to pull it up.
Oh,
Amy
Chanel
says
said she.
sometimes your tank is empty. Yes, it is, and you have to do self care. And I'm gonna tell them too. Y'all have to do self care. You
Yeah.
need self care, and that comes in the form of sleep, rest, relaxation, spending time with your family, disconnection from YouTube. You have a life, take care of yourself. Y'all seem to be doing a wonderful job of that in
oh
all
yes,
aspects.
Laverne and
Y'all really
Shirley was
do.
in Milwaukee.
Y'all really
Laverne and
do.
Shirley was in
Oh
Milwaukee.
God, that's really
Y'all don't even
cool.
talk about it like it's
Take
protest.
me where? Is
I
there a
don't
building here where they used to film or anything?
I don't think y'all hear like y'all see what we see right
I think
now.
it was
What we
there's
see
a
is
Fonzie statue at the river. We'll definitely go to that.
what we
Okay,
see
go ahead,
is
Sheila.
y'all standing here planning on having to go be effective somewhere, but also
Yeah.
you're having fun with it.
Yeah,
Oh God,
You're
we
spending
and
had
it's
time
fun
together.
from day
You're
one.
making plans.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That
Yeah.
is what we need to be following. Everybody, chat. I mean, if somebody don't like you, then go to this side. Go to that chat. Go find somebody you like.
please
Doesn't
make
mean
your own little groups. We can't do this in great big groups anyway.
no,
So
and it can't be in great big groups anyway. But if
no,
everybody stuck to whoever they got along with, it would be an amazing movement. I mean, it
plus
already
it's
is. I'm
kind
just
of like
saying.
having like you're in the bullpen and you got options that you can pull because sometimes whenever I go, it's just Juanita who's available or just Nana. Other times, Helly's like, hell yeah, I'm jumping in my truck, I'm coming down. And then Dip will say, yep, I'm dipping the husband too, and I'm jumping on the train. And
Yeah.
like we
Like
make
December
it a
7th,
whole thing.
that
See,
weekend, that
that's great.
Saturday, we just happened to all be able to go, and it was the last
Yes,
day, and it was a nice day for December in Chicago, and that was the
I was
last
supposed
time
to
we were
have
able
my
to get
surgery
together.
that day, and they postponed it for a week, and we ended up all five of us being able to get out. It was perfect. So
See, and that's why I said y'all are different than I mean, but everybody in every place is going to be different, and in
yeah,
the community, and just down to the geographics, really. But what y'all do is y'all are like the model for people to, if we
Well,
could do
no,
this
no, we're
wow.
successful.
not being that.
No, I'm just saying if we could do this successful, who has done this successfully? Who has done this the most successful? Who's done this
Well,
without
I
causing the whole
mean,
community to implode? The Chicago protesters, because
let's
we
just say,
never hear anything bad, or I
I
know.
feel so proud of us. I really do,
well,
and I
we're
have
coming
to
up
say
on
us
one
because I'm
year.
in it. But oh my God, I really do. We oh,
Y'all
I don't even
really
know how we did it. I don't know.
y'all
It just
did it, but you're
happened.
doing it. Like they say, you're doing the damn thing.
And I like to say that Dip spawned from live chat into my real life, and I love that. She's my mod
Oh,
on the street and on the phone.
Tiff says,
Anyway,
we can't control what other people do. We have control to control ourselves. You guys are awesome.
oh, can
you
I
guys are
answer a
awesome
question
too. Yeah,
Sure.
from Tiff 420?
Mhm.
Hello, Squiggy.
we need more from Mr. Woody. That would, and I won't bring that up here. We're on a. Never mind. We're on a clean channel, but it was funny. Chanel is
No,
ready
that
whenever
was
you are.
Squiggy. That was a bad impression of Squiggy, but there's a
Oh,
better
from Laverne and
impression of,
Shirley.
yeah. So
Okay.
Laverne, one
That's
time,
good.
Laverne told Shirley, "Let's go down to the dance hall and make some money." And Shirley says, "We're not going down there. There's vermin down there." And then Laverne says, "Why would vermin want to dance?"
I used to watch that show as a kid.
Let's see. Okay, Indigo says, I'm sorry you were dealing with this and I felt alone. I wish I'd met you sooner. Um, Misha says, acting in the moment has never brought me healthy situations. When I'm able to step back,
Yeah.
collect my thoughts, life never seems so tragic.
If you notice, the way that I have been trying to handle it before you and I did this
Uh-huh.
is by community posts because I do best whenever I have, first of all, slept on it. And also, then I'm always going to try to connect it to how am I going to process this in my mind and move forward because I'm the one who has to live with myself.
Right.
And
And
so
you don't live
that's
in
it.
yesterday, you live in today. So don't bring yesterday's baggage with you.
but it's okay, like with my turtle analogy.
Did you make that up?
to-
Wait, can we write that down? I have a lot. I've disposed of a lot of baggage, but I like the idea.
And
How does
don't bring or leave yesterday. Leave
Leave
yesterday's
yes.
baggage in the past because you don't want to bring
Yeah.
it with you to today.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
writing that down.
Because you are going to have enough garbage and baggage today you have to deal with. Then you don't want 2 days that's going to just weigh you down for tomorrow. Leave
to
And
it
I
all
think
in the
that's why
past.
we're trying to do this is because, well, first of all, it's been months and nobody, there's a lot to tell now. I'm trying to put it
But if this gets a
correctly.
conversation sparked,
Yeah.
I mean, not necessarily on here, but I'm saying if this gets a conversation sparked that leads you to a positive outcome, I will never be so happy. I mean, whatever
And if
that
we
outcome
can
may
be an
be.
example, if we're going
Yes.
to be, and not
No.
because we meant to be, but because it means it can happen.
Mhm.
It doesn't mean that we're not going to have face struggles as we go.
No, everyone does.
I'm pretty sure that today, Never and Nana had to tap out on trying to big
Yeah.
sister me because my impulses
I
were.
don't think it's. I mean, it's everything, Corn.
I
Look,
know it
There's
is.
so much. We have to sometimes back
No,
away.
she needs
I
whatever she needs
must.
to do, whatever she
Yeah,
needs
and
to do. And
I am
I'm a lot to
100%
handle.
behind taking breaks from the group as well. We
Yeah,
all need that. We
Miss
did
says
that
sometimes
too.
people push
Yeah.
the boundaries and then we react. We're human. Yes, and that is absolutely true. People like to push
Ooh.
boundaries because they want to see how far they can push you. Because boundaries are important. People may also test you, make you angry, then lower your boundaries. Barbie, you're absolutely right. So,
You know what
and
else it
then
did though with Nana being upset was I respect her and not even upset. I wouldn't even say that, but
No, she
I
just
could tell that she wanted me to make sure that I was keeping going in a positive direction. And so, which I was, but I needed to vent all the not positive stuff first.
as you can tell,
And
Corn's a little bit difficult to deal with as our child. No.
boundaries
no,
are so
no,
important. I'm
please,
sorry you both had your
dang
boundaries
it.
disrespected. That's
Yeah,
Indigo.
but
And
yeah.
then and
I
the
own
pick it
that, Kelly.
they
I
pick
own
at
it.
you on purpose to get under your skin to force you to break. It's really hurtful.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
it
do
is.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because
but
here
okay. And
we
Misha
are being
says,
real.
oh,
she said, she's talking above and beyond it. I am that way too. Then the final straw that breaks, then I'm deemed the crazy one. Dang it. I'm not going
yeah.
to say what I was going to say. I'll be in trouble. Let's see.
Shout out to the crazy ones.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm
Speaking of
just going
that,
to say
Crazy
that.
Love is ready to come on whenever we're ready.
Okay. There's
So
Hagen
invite
Special. When
her
someone
back.
poops on your, on you and your community friends, it's hard to trust again, especially when they have pooped all over you. Okay, so you're absolutely 1000% correct.
I gotta get my socks.
But
I'll
you
be
know
right
what? You got to be the bigger person and you got to protect your boundaries, protect yourself. Do not let them back around you close enough to do that again, but you don't have to be mean. You can be
Mhm.
assertive. And you can be assertive with respect until they don't respect you and then you just lay it out there. But I always try to be the one, to give respect and things like that. And I'm trying to get back in the chat where I can actually drop this link for her. Oh my God, I can't get back in here. All comments. Wait, there we go. Okay, I got it. Are they ready for the link?
She said she was whenever Helly's done. So
Yeah,
I would
okay,
imagine.
I'm done.
Oh, well, I mean,
Tracy,
everybody can come up here.
Helly, I was starting to say, Helly, you could stay.
You can stay. I can have,
Oh,
more
I
than.
can just sit here, sure.
Woo!
Thank you, Miss.
I had to get my hair down.
Crazy. Just the link that Awaken just put in there.
Dexter, what are
And
you
see,
looking
like
for?
Debbie P, you have people here that know exactly. I don't understand what happened either, Katie. I do not know. I swear to you on my life, I do not know. And this is the reason I didn't want. I really haven't known. But there was some people in their community that are hurt,
Yeah.
that got hurt, and they needed a platform to speak and maybe come together, just a place to talk. That's not in front of their normal chat. That's not around. They just needed a space and some guidance and
But
some
we
maybe
are still
questions.
trying. We are still trying. We understand that it's confusing. And so as we
They're
learn, like,
also respecting the not naming all these names because we're not trying to
yeah.
bash anybody. So
And
they're
we
doing the
have
best
other
that they can.
channels. We have other channels where we're confronting this issue. Right now, tonight, what we wanted was a break from that, because it is confusing and because we want to make sure we understand it all correctly. Um, it's okay to take a break and just do this for one night.
That's right.
It's been rough. I could tell that the people that I care about were struggling with it. I woke up struggling with it. So yeah,
I'm
it
here.
needed to
I'm
be
just trying to
said.
find my hair clip.
Go for it. You know what's funny is
I
I'm
can't
down
find
and you're
it.
up now.
I
Here.
can't find it. It's crazy. I
If only.
don't even know where my clip is. This is horrible. Thought it was right here. No. I was just waiting on crazy. I didn't want to been there more than a few times. I really feel for you ladies. What? Okay. Yeah, Debbie. I respect them 100% of everything they have been through. Absolutely do.
But
And
also,
they
I'd
need a
like to
place to
say,
talk. Like we come here, we talk about our feelings. Hey, DOA's megaphone. Uh,
there she is. Get your ass in here. Hey, girl. We're
yeah.
going to put a smile on that face.
How are you?
Hi, Crazy.
Hi. Hi.
I can't find my hair clip, so we got a disaster. I was kidding. It's getting hot in here. Oh. No, I know that you've been listening. I just wanted to, first of all, say what kind of strong women you are, all of you, because like I know what y'all go through. I mean, I've watched
Come on.
the cold, the weather, the rain, the everything that y'all are out there in. And like I said, I have a lot of respect for y'all because that is something that I tried in Houston and in Austin and I couldn't do. It's something that I don't feel comfortable with. And it's not, I mean, I'm ready to take this damn cult down, but I'm not comfortable with certain aspects. I want to be where I'm most effective. So if that's having somebody a soft, safe place to land, then that's what happens. That's what I'm meant to do. Y'all are amazingly strong. You don't give up, and you have been consistent and positive and full of love and light. So thank you. I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
And crazy, you may be new to us, but you're a goldenrod girl now.
Oh, no.
I know you're getting a lot of flack. People are coming at you, but we've all stumbled on the way. The point is just to have it all out there so that we can adapt, I guess.
You want to heal and move forward
Yeah.
because your brain, if it's deregulated, and I'm sorry, I am a mental health
No, we appreciate that. We need
if your
that.
brain is dysregulated, you're not going to be, or your neuro system is like everything in it is not regulated. You're not going to be able to regulate or make good decisions. You have to be regulated. And by the way, they are putting all of your channels in the link in the chats. They do
Aw,
great, fantastic mods, and they do it all the time. So they make
thank
sure that y'all's
you.
channels are shared.
Thank you
Yes, I
to
just
your
wanted you to
mods,
know that.
to
But
Looking Glass and to Indigo.
yeah, they're so they are amazing. They're sharing all your channels. I just want you to know that. And everybody here, please go like, subscribe, everything. Okay, so I've got somebody in the chat that it's really affected too. Look, my friend. And she says, I was shocked at everything I saw last night. I was a supporter of this person and it has really upset me and hurt me. I'm sorry to these women for what they have went through. I had no idea.
We're sorry for
So
you, Susan. Susan has been in every one for, I think, the whole year, as far as I
Oh
know.
yeah, Susan P is
Or
OG.
since
yes,
actually like
she's
a year and a
awesome.
half coming up.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
Crazy is kicking behind with her foundation too. Really crazy. What's up with that? Oh, you got to talk about that.
Crazy needs some love, you guys.
Well, the
Please like and
foundation,
subscribe to
she
their
likes the
channels.
foundation.
These women are strong women that are doing everything they can.
Keela, you were able to give me good words today. How about I pop off and I'll play with Dexter and read the chat and let you and Crazy and Helly have some time because I think that I'd like to give her more focus because she's having a rough one.
Go take your beautiful thing.
Huh?
Go take your beautiful thing and
Yeah.
look
I'll still
at
be
the
here, but
hair.
yeah.
Look at her hair.
Ah,
I never see it like that because it's always up,
yeah, or
when you're
straighten.
protesting. Wow.
Yeah, or
Wow,
straighten.
girl.
Yeah, and I'm letting my gray come in, because where am I going? I never leave the house. I haven't walked in a
I've
month.
gone from gray to white. I'm a white hair now, so how do you like that?
Foundation. Wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa! I gotta get up here.
Oh, thank
Support
you,
the
Ulrika.
foundation at so it's
That's
safe.
mine.
Stand
That's
against fear and exploitation. Safe. What
oh,
is that?
crazy. She put Crazy Love. That's a
That
different
that's the
channel for
foundation.
Crazy Love.
Okay.
Yes, that's Crazy Love is Love Foundation, and if you want, again, I'm gonna pop off. Crazy, maybe you could tell her about it, and that'll help remind you how fabulous you are. Okay.
Rika said, told Susan, I'm sorry someone took advantage of your kindness and generosity. And Misha has on here, um, crazy love is love and hell and hella and uh oh my god, okay, so I can't even freaking see. But anyway, and Corn, he says, thank you for showing strong, acting with love instead of hate. Great examples. That is exactly right. It is good to lead it with kindness, lead it with love. I'm sorry, I'm one that always believe the only person I want to be better than is the person I was yesterday. And that's it. So tomorrow, all I want to do is be better than the person I am today. I'm no better than anybody else that won't. Just do my part, do what I can do, try to improve people's lives. And that is what I'm here for. If I can't do that, then I don't need to be doing anything. Because I think you are all absolutely amazing women and y'all have done such good in this community. And you don't get a
Thank you.
recognition for it.
Thank you. Um, as for the foundation, um, we are a foundation that stands with um, uh, sorry, my head hurts.
Absolutely, DOA's megaphone. If it was easy, it would not be worth it. We can do hard things.
We stand with protesters, advocates, and lobbyists, and we fight against religious entities who are hiding behind their religion, their like tax exempt status or their um, religion to do criminal acts against children, the elderly, or even people. When people are trying to get out or away, some and or most, uh, some and or most religions will ostracize them and they can't speak with their family. And that's a lot of, you know, worry to a lot of people. So
For sure.
uh, we've partnered um, with a nonprofit that gives them a group of people who have also left that they are able to connect with, and so we send them over to that group to find those people and to find those connections, and are able to find the friends and already have something in common.
Yeah.
And
That is wow.
and
That's big. That's big.
yeah, um we also, me as the founder and senior officer, and my co-officer are lobbyists. And we have been lobbying throughout the state of Utah, and we are going the first part of February. We will be going up to the state capitol. We've been doing some policies in Salt Lake City to hold religious entities accountable, and
Wow.
with city code violations. And I have started going to each city in Salt Lake County, going to their city councils and building rapport with the city councils. And then as soon as I'm done getting all of the city councils, we are all going up as a city council to the lawmakers to take the law that I'm currently writing up, and asking them if they'll put into law a child trafficking and a religious entity abuse law into play.
Oh my God, crazy. If
Wow.
you do that, do you know
Why does it keep doing this?
what miracles would happen? You know what? If you need help, you let me know, please. If you need
Yeah.
any help, please let any of us know, because I know that everybody would love to help with that. If you need help, I don't care how minuscule it is. If you don't have time to do something, please let us know.
Wow.
So currently, right now, it's a 53-page law, is what
Oh wow,
I've wrote up so far.
Oh my
So
gosh.
that is wild.
Now, would this be a lot for the not the Mormon LDS, but for the FLDS down in like Colorado City and that, or a
it's
lot of that?
yes, it's going to be all religious entities. Yep.
Right.
Would you see a lot of people coming from that area that need help down in that area?
Yeah. So the good thing is as I come home from so I've gotten my associates in criminal justice, and in late February, well, March 1st, I'm going to graduate. I go to walk across the stage in Arizona.
Oh my God, we have to put that on that. Somebody better be live streaming. I'm connecting it to my channel so everybody can watch. That's amazing.
Yes, I will be like my wife will be live streaming it.
Oh yay, 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 yay.
But so March 1st I graduate, and then I'll be in LA March 2nd. And as I come home, I'm actually stopping in Vegas because there's a lady in Vegas who actually opened the FLDS. So the guy who owned the house, Warren Jeffs, his house
Oh
was
yes.
so his house was turned into a like a home for the women who are leaving the FLDS faith, and so they can get on their feet and
Right.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the lady who actually started that, she lives in Vegas, and
Hey,
so
Hillary.
I'm actually going to stop and talk to her and get some information from her.
Wow.
And so so we have some really cool things going on with the organization, and some really big hits going on. We're spreading the organization out, and we're gonna try to move it out internationally. So
I'm just literally
What?
I had no idea. I'm so glad you're on here. I had no idea.
so
Wow.
but I'm very busy. I work a full-time job, and I'm in school full-time. I should graduate with my bachelor's this year.
That is so great.
I'm implementing, I wrote up a trafficking system
Oh,
for the Homeland Security to implement at the airports.
They probably should listen to you about right now, don't you think?
And so, and then,
Oh, sorry.
and
Oh, don't
you know,
forget. Well, it wasn't your foundation, but you went to the council meeting for that to get a stop sign or stoplight at the school area.
oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
She even took
I'm
us on,
doing a,
showed us the road, like
Do
where.
you ever slow
Yeah.
down?
I don't. So there's this little girl and a little kindergartner, and she got hit. My kids were right out front of the
Oh
school when
no.
she got hit. So not only am I doing things for, the movement and the organization and stuff like that, but I'm doing things for, my personal city because the road I live on is just kind of crazy, and it's kind of like a breezeway of like, you know, people to like try to evade the police. That one road that you have in your city, like people like to try to evade the police.
Road light.
Oh yeah,
And
that's never gonna work.
yeah,
Indigo.
so I actually went out and drove the road, got the mileage, turned the mileage into feet, and then I turned and decided that if they put 6 to 8 speed bumps, how many feet in
Right
between
there.
each speed bump that they would need to put it, and then where they would need to put the crosswalk to make it safer for the children, and how many children and how many families and how many houses and everything. And then I spewed it all out to the city council, and
Wow.
I guess they're gonna do it now. So
Wow, God. So Awaken said, and
Wow.
Misha says, through this though, this is what we should be elevating. Voices like Crazy Love is Love. Absolutely. And Indigo says, you should talk to Dusty Soda Dispenser. Crazy. He's working with some of the people who used to live in Warren Jeff's compound.
Oh my God, I hate that guy. But I watched every piece of information on that. This was back in like 15, 20 years ago when Jeffs was getting arrested and all that. But if you watch Keep Sweet and Obey or whatever it is, but
Keep sweet and pray.
pray,
your
keep
stomach
sweet,
will
pray, obey.
turn.
Obey and pray.
Your stomach will turn at the end when
Oh,
they.
yeah, I've seen it.
Indigo. The thing is with their 2-ply, they did not get their 2-ply. So there's a running joke at the Salt Lake City Council that they have like 1-ply in their bathroom. And I've been teasing them about 2-ply, but since I'm a lobbyist, I can bring them, so I went and bought them.
Thomas,
went
don't worry. I'm lost too. I really don't know what happened either. I just know these ladies needed a strong place to tell their story and to say what they felt, and this is where they need to be. So I don't even know. I swear to you, I don't know. I do not even know what happened at all. Don't even know the story of anything. But I believe in these ladies, and I believe they deserve a place to say what they need to say.
Since I'm a lobbyist with the organization, I can take them like gifts and stuff. And so I went and bought them 2-ply toilet paper and put a print on it that says, "I'm the biggest pain in your ass."
Look what she put.
And I'm gonna take it to the Salt Lake City Council.
Okay.
So they'll get their
Okay.
2-ply.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Above and beyond, it said that old saying, "Treat people the way you want to be treated." If only. I've been screaming it. If only. How hard would that be? Loved Squiggy and look at his mental health. Oh, I love you, Tiff.
But
Let's see.
I get a lot of lot of complaints on like how I talk and things like that. And I'll just put it out there now. Like some things I'm trying to say, I know how to say it, and it just doesn't come out. But I'll just put it out there now. Like if I'm trying to say something and I pause or I don't say it, and like it sounds like I'm like special, it's because I was in a domestic violence um uh see here we go.
It's
I
okay.
was in a domestic violence relationship for 10 years where my ex-husband had beat me. His favorite place to beat me was the head because it didn't um, leave a mark. Um, but he has left me with a TBI, which is a traumatic brain injury. And
Yeah.
he's done a second degree indent in the back of my head. So when I get really stressed out or um, upset or, something like that, the, my, in, when your head starts to throb, um, I'll end up having a TBI seizure. And it takes a while for uh, like my speech and stuff to come back. That's what I was dealing with earlier, so I couldn't get on. Um,
It's okay.
but like
You're not alone here. Literally, you're not
um,
alone. I have the same issue. I lose
yeah,
my words. I
but
can't speak them.
I was, I mean, I'm grateful that I'm here today because the day I left, the next day I was supposed to be dismantled and buried underneath my
Wow.
house. So, and the kids were supposed to take my pieces to the hole. So it's, I mean, I'm grateful that I'm here, and I'm grateful that I, you know, really listened. But um,
You're
it's
here.
just the long lasting effects. But it doesn't help when you're made fun of for the rest of your life for it.
No, it doesn't. Crazy.
Most
No, it
people are
doesn't.
assholes. So,
First of all,
sorry. Whoops.
this is
Sorry,
a real
Kayla.
thing. No, that is a real thing.
I need
Look,
help.
awake. Misha says, your voice, crazy levels of your voice is powerful. Never let anyone dim your shine. Let me tell you something about losing words. I lose words all the time. I'm on here and I look like a freaking idiot because I know I'm fixing to get my whole chat's fixing to come after me for saying that. But I do. That is what I look like because I can't find my word that I'm fixing to say. It's because I had a traumatic brain injury back here. It didn't get better within 6 months. I also have seizures. I was continually having more and more seizures because of the head injury. And it wasn't better in 6 months, so it was permanent brain damage. You are not alone. I know how it feels to lose your words right when you're trying to say them, and you can't, they're gone. There's nothing there. But anybody that would dare make fun of that,
They
better
did.
hope they're not anywhere near me and they won't be in my chat room. That
Damn.
will, because you are a beautiful,
I
wonderful
know.
person. And
Mm,
we are all flawed and we're all damaged. But guess
yeah.
what? We're all people.
Guess.
Sorry, I'm just had that rant because I do not think I would ever stand and have somebody make fun of me because I lost my word for a problem that wasn't my fault to begin with.
I mean, it doesn't help that I went through, chemo twice, but I mean, that shit
And
takes your
and
brain.
DV. Look, Skylight says, I'm so sorry, Crazy Love. You are a survivor and a warrior.
For sure.
Thank you.
I'm a survivor. You're gonna run. You're
Thank
gonna
you, above
run.
and beyond it. I didn't get in trouble this time. She said, Nico, one of the many reasons we love you so much.
Awakened by the looking glasses reflection.
Oh gosh. Yes, and also, yes, Misha says, and this is the truth. Many of us go through that. Loves, we're here. We will listen. We got you. And when she says that, listen, there's a whole village that's got you. We got you.
Yes, there were like 700 people watching, stopping in through the live last night.
Yes,
Now, all
we
together
got
at
you.
once, I think it was like 250 at once, but, and it wasn't even a long one. It was only an hour, not even. So 700 people filtered through for some portion of it.
That's right. And then you've
Yeah.
got, I mean, look, y'all are amazing. I mean, you are.
I
You're
mean,
amazing.
as
Let
far
me go
as
to these.
me, I just, it's very strange to have wanted to go do that so much, but I know myself when I find one thing that I want to do, like all the other things I used to do, like I don't even do, like I just I guess I go from like one thing to another, but I've lasted almost a year with this, so
That's a good thing.
yeah.
That means, I mean, you might have found your
Yeah.
purpose.
I mean, I don't see a reason to change, and I love having a YouTube channel. I'm competitive, like with myself, and me and Corn are neck and neck with subs. Not that we ever set out to be, but
Yeah,
that's just,
everybody,
it's
please
so
go to
funny,
all those channels and like and
but maybe because we've done kind of the same thing, and we've done a lot of lives
it's
together
just
because, I used
right.
to go out there alone
Hot.
at first, but
Alone?
when I first
Oh my
started,
god!
I just walked out there and
Y'all be careful, please.
Juanita goes by herself.
I know it's
I
crazy.
mean,
Just be
she's from
careful.
Chicago. I was like, coming down from a different, different
I don't know.
state.
I was freaking out standing in Austin in the middle of 5,000 people.
That one looks, so Austin looks similar to Chicago, like stress wise.
The way right in front of the school, of course, it was not
Yep,
that way.
everything's very similar, and
I know I need to do that. I can't get it to stay up.
it's
Burning up in here. Let me find a pencil. She's got a good idea. That's why she's the brains of this. And it's not going
See,
to
and
stay.
my org is just it's the
Oh,
same.
yes. Thank you, Misha.
We don't have like anybody over there, so I'm doing a lot of like the legality stuff, um, and stuff like that over here. I protest in different places, not really at the org because the org is. I mean, I drive by there and I let them know
You're still
I'm still
there.
around,
Yeah.
still
No, I
here,
remember
but
when you first started, I used to watch what's going on over at the org like these days. Is it very dead or?
there's like nothing.
Yeah.
There's only like 4 cars.
And it's
The
freezing,
only,
so
Like
what's funny
nobody
to
parks up
me,
top, and there's only 4 cars in the bottom. Like there's
wow.
no cars going in and out
that's
anymore.
awesome.
Like they've
Y'all are
stopped all of.
taking them down with cell phones, guys. Can you
And you
believe
know
that?
what? It's great. And I'm glad you mentioned that because I do always just like to remind that this particular portion of the anti-Scientology era, or this era of the whole thing, is inextricably intertwined with cell phones, videos, live streaming, and YouTube. We cannot separate the movement from that. This
Mm-mm.
particular section of the movement is based on YouTube. That
Mhm.
I just want to say that because it's together, and I don't see how it would operate. That's what it's based on. And look how many people get to see, but just by one person standing there.
That's right. Well, your voice matters. I mean, your voices matter, y'all.
I don't know. I
And
just sometimes feel like it's just, I'm gonna steer away
there's a
from
state that stand
negativity.
against fear and exploitation.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yep.
Okay. Indigo, exploitation.
And it's funny because like
Whoops.
I will where the org is located at. There's a lot of like the senators and stuff, and a lot of like the judges, and it's a very like pricey area. And
Mhm.
it's funny because like I walked into the police station, and then I walked over to the library, and some guy's like, "Hey, aren't you the one that stands out by the org?" I'm like, "No, no,
Cool.
Wow, by
Like,
the library?
Yeah.
Okay.
they're already like noticing. They already know. Like people already know that drive by there. So it's like, you know, it's just I hit, I hit the busy corners.
I think y'all got something that works. It works
Yeah,
well.
we'll see.
And you
All right,
also
Indigo.
are making connections.
Well,
Indigo
yeah, and
just
we're also
told me.
making connections
Oh, does
with
Indigo want on?
No, she
um
just wanted to talk to me about legal stuff. That's where she wants to hit in Chicago.
Oh,
So
okay.
just making connections with the students is what we run into Chicago because they're right next door. And if the weather's nice, they're going to be out there. So
I like
it's-
what Misha put on here. Right on, so many winds of change, and I'm so happy to be able to witness it. Thank you all for standing up. I agree. And yes, statute of limitations. That's something I would. Being a victim of child essay, I don't think there should ever be a statute of limitations put on that.
there's not one here in Utah.
There wasn't one in Texas, but they did change it. If one or more adult children come out and say the same, have the same accusations, the same everything, then there's no statute of limitations. But if just one child does and not two, then there's still statute of limitations. And I do not believe in that. I don't
there
think that.
shouldn't. Why? Whoever thought that was like an idea? I don't know. Like,
Mm-mm.
oh,
Thank you,
goodness.
Indigo. Here we go.
Oh, whoops! I gotta look at chat.
Perfectionist.
Oh, I need to charge.
Okay, so let me go back to the questions because we've been on here a while. Let's see, comment from Amy. She says, "Crazy love is love, superwoman, school, full-time job, protest organizations, etc." I agree. Not all heroes wear capes. So Corn says she has
My wife,
taken
my
heat
wife
for
would
help.
tell you, not all heroes wear capes. Mine wears a bun bun.
Oh,
What's a bun bun?
okay, that's so sweet.
This bun bun only. This is my
That's
bun
what
bun.
I was fixing to try to put my hair up like that. I couldn't find a
Oh.
clip, so the chat was telling me pencil. She has taken heat for helping us get the word out. If you take heat, if you're getting heat for getting the word out, then you must be doing something right.
Yep.
All I can say. Brian sending good vibes. Thank you, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Corn says, "Thank you all of chat for making this a positive space after all the rough news this week. Anytime. The chat is what makes this. We love our chat. I'm hoping we don't give my chat PTSD, but probably with me, they already been through it because I'm nothing but a big hot mess all the time." So DOA's megaphone, minor setback for a major comeback, baby cakes. I love that. And Corn says, "And I know she hit a wall, rightfully so. We will shake it off, learn from our mistakes, and be stronger." And that's all you can do as human beings. That's it. That's all you can do. That's all that could be asked of you. So, and then DOA's megaphone says, "Crazy, is there a degree in nonprofit management? What did you decide to major in?"
I'm majoring in criminal justice and administration. So it's like it's a broad. I can go many different ways with that one.
That's cool. That's so cool. Yeah, I'm in nonprofit management, actually, on my nonprofit board. Yeah.
You are in nonprofit management, Kayla?
Oh yeah, my company has been a nonprofit since 2004.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna after you
A
do end the
501c3.
questions, I'll have a question for you after the question.
Okay, yeah, that's no problem. Hillary says, "Crazy, you are a powerhouse and an inspiration. The amount of life you balance is amazing. I am so proud of you, and your motivation is contagious." Yes, it is. Beautiful. That's beautiful. Amy says, "Crazy is Wonder Woman."
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I have to agree with y'all. Thank you, Keyless. Is a perfect next step in a positive direction. You're very welcome. I really hope. So, okay, so Blossom says, "Okay, I'm really here now and not driving. but I don't know what everyone is talking about. So just know that I'll hate or like whoever I need to.
What's her name? Blossom? I love that.
I can't do nothing but laugh on this one, guys. Oh,
That's
I
a good
can't
one.
laugh.
That's a
Oh
good one.
gosh, we gotta talk Blossom. No, let's see. Skylight Night. I have done some advocacy work in California, talking to state legislatures in Sacramento about mental health legislation. Advocacy lobbying is so important. Awesome work. Crazy love.
Wow.
And this happens to be my partner that started, my stream with me, and then she had not here anymore, but she stays right here supporting me. And I miss her like crazy. All hell. The tearing apart of the families at random by Jeff's was evil, cruel. All the women
Oh, that's about the
had their.
FL.
Oh yeah, that was horrible.
Because the women whole lives were their children, and what he would reassign children to different families, even send them to different states, and then they had a
Yeah.
mass one where he announced
Yes, and
it.
I watched
I
like
watched it too. Oh,
yeah, I've watched all that stuff. Yeah, me and I I mean, like you can't. It's just like, oh my gosh.
it's horrible. It's
Just when you think there's no cult that could get any shittier than Scientology,
right.
and you see something like that.
That had to be the absolute worst, really. I think.
And Katie says we are all dealing with some type of trauma, and we are all activists for change and growth. And Katie should know she's who we're fighting for. Amy says, and Crazy Love is Love sings so beautifully. Oh, really?
She does. She's a very good
Oh,
singer.
really? Huh.
Yes.
Look how sweet. DOA, megaphone. I got your back. And Crazy Love, Skylight Night. Okay, you are an inspiration, Crazy Love. And that is coming from somebody that is my hero. Let's see what Indigo says. No, sir, no room here for haters. Not at all. Never in my chat. They go bye-bye quick. The village is wonderful. We are here to support each other, a safe place to be. It's just a bunch of broken misfits thrown away that nobody wants. And you know what? We made ourselves into one beautifully broken, put together family photo. We're all a chosen family. And we support each other.
Oh, thanks, Corn. Yes, hi. I'm Helly, and I'm a misfit.
Yay! Got a misfit.
Always have been, always will.
Oh gosh, I'm in trouble now.
Uh-oh.
Keela, please
I
do
have a
some stuff
question.
for yourself. And what I am talking about. Signed, Skylight, the demanding chatter.
Okay, here's a challenge for chat. Type in another term for self-care in case someone just is kind of averse to that term.
I know she's want me to go put my feet up. They're so swollen they busted open. Sorry guys.
Oh no.
No trigger warning before that happened. Let's see. You will be our legal eagle. That's for, let's see. You won't. Oh wait, I like this one. You won't make history if you're well behaved. Ooh, Amy. Okay, Amy, good one.
Whoa, Amy.
Good one. I like that. Holy Rogue. Let's see. Us people make all the difference. Yes, you do. Everybody does. Thank you so much. Uh-oh, where did Crazy go?
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't know where she went.
She'll be back.
On this one, absolutely above and beyond it. Everyone, please learn your rights. It is so important. Learn your rights. Y'all.
I agree. I take my kids
Look,
with
right
me
here.
to protest.
I'm not even out of your sight. You see this? I'm not even out of your sight. Bam. What? Constitution. Don't go far. Know your rights.
I agree.
Oh my gosh.
I agree. I take my kids to protest with me, and I think it's very important to teach them at such a young age.
Yeah, because cops will try to run
Hallie
over
plays the
anyone.
guitar and writes her
The
own
bad
songs.
ones.
Oh, wow. Survival.
Survival.
Okay, so I want all of y'all to know that I'm very proud of these ladies. There are people that I could look up to because just because of what they do. And we are in the island of misfits. But you know what? I don't care. I would rather be here than anywhere because you are my chosen family and I chose to be here. And there is so much talent. Absolutely, Misha. Absolutely. Okay, so I want to do one thing before we get off of here because I know my mods, I appreciate them hanging in there. I want to bring on, are you still in here, Corn?
I
The
think she
police
said oh, is she
pocket
back? Yeah.
constitution.
She had to run to the
Come
store.
with me.
Are we gonna sing a song?
Well, I always like to ask the last. Oh, she's back. Okay. Um, can I be the Charlie in the box? Okay, look, grab that link, please, Corn. My name is Barb, and I'm proudly stand up as a misfit. My name is Keila. I'm a member of the Misfits. Awakened has the link up there.
No, I'm still here, Indigo.
I pledge to never fit in and to always bring my square peg to a round hole.
I love that. I love that.
Can you guys still see me and hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
We see a poochie. Look at that
Oh.
little poochie.
Oh, I've got Crazy Love. I'm trying to get I'm trying to
Corn Freak.
get Corn Freak in here.
Corn Freak.
Look up 2 or 3
Let me see.
comments. She put Misha put the link for you.
I see a red hand.
I'm at
Misfits make the best advocates. Yeah, because
make the best advocates. Yes, absolutely.
because we have a bit of a screw loose.
I was
right?
stuffing my face with Doritos.
I'm gonna put to
Oh, now your hair looks even better. Fine.
Shoot. Hi.
I had to put mine up. I'm hot.
I'll just
Okay,
do my
so-
hoodie.
Y'all are actually so really amazing women, and I'm thank you for being here. Literally, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And just because there was no disrespect, there was nothing like that. Y'all actually got to talk about what was bothering you, and you can heal and move forward. You're not going to get over it. But you're going to get through.
Well, yeah. And we're stronger for it, to be honest.
You are.
So, I mean, I'm
And what we're fighting is stronger than any of this incidental crap.
She's going to bed.
Which it's not all
Okay.
incidental, but I'm saying that some of the drama.
Let's just
Yeah.
say that's the ogre. Scientology's the ogre.
Yeah.
And then there's an even greater ogre, which is the surrounding supports of Scientology through government, community.
That safeguarding
groups.
bull crap, yes.
Yeah, that has got to. We need to. And I'm not
I
one of
like-
the people that are doing this type of work.
I like this
I
right here.
am a sidewalk person. You know, I wrote a letter to my senator and I got a form letter back, and I was like, whatever. So yeah, like I worked in municipal government for 20 years, so I really don't feel like dealing with anything like that at all. So I appreciate everyone that does council stuff, and especially Fat Grammy's channel. She coordinates a lot of the efforts and I listened to them, and they sounded great talking to the
DOA,
councils.
yes, you're absolutely right. DOA's megaphone. I have to stop on this one. I am a super empath, and it is freaking exhausting. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, just had to say that.
Well, and like Crazy lives with a full house, including her father, who
Oh
you
God,
know does.
Gotta love
Oh
him.
God, we love Dad. It's so.
that's where you
funny.
say gotta love them.
We've been to Costco with Dad. You know.
So y'all are
So,
like
I mean,
a true family. like y'all are just like we are.
Mhm.
Like some of us are. I mean, we were just always together.
I just always make sure if I hear Dad in the background, I make sure to have Crazy get him in there, and we tell him hi now because hey, we're in his house all the time. So
That is so neat. That is so neat.
but there's so much to deal with. Like I came, like I said, from a family of 8, and it took me a long time I needed therapy to break the codependency that I had on
yes.
on thinking that I needed to fix everything, because there's a lot of
Thanks,
issues
Tiff.
in my family, which I won't go into. But yeah, and so now I'm having to use them here as well.
Well, what I want, if y'all, I'm going to ask y'all the last question now, and if everybody would answer, that would be wonderful. Oh, let me get through this real quick. I've got more stars here. Yeah, okay. So Skylight said, maybe we should have a pet pictures show and tell
like
on the
that.
live,
I saw
see
that on
pics of
there.
pets or
I
pets
don't
join
have
the
a pet
lives.
right now, but
Yeah,
I would
I
enjoy
would love
looking at everyone's pets.
because I
yes,
have another dog too.
absolutely for sure on that one. I did that already. Okay, Indigo says, my name is Indigo and I am a misfit, and so is Blake because he's my twin. And Blake says, misfit
Twin
is an
misfits.
understatement to describe me.
Listen, while we're bringing up Blake's name, I need to say, and this is coming from that Blake and I have never really had a conversation, but I've watched him and the comments that he has dropped over this past
He's
year.
very wise. He's my young wise man.
He's wise for his years. So everybody in chat, just know that Blake is one to surround with, support, protection of not letting people,
Hi, buddy.
use that empathic or however whatever way you put it that sounds more eloquent than me, you know, that he has about whatever it is about us that people find appealing to take advantage of. We got to figure
That
it
would
out.
be an empath, and narcissists always have to find an empath to feed on, and they
Mhm.
got to get their fuel somewhere. And Blake, I'm so proud of him because all of the trauma that we have been through and the
Mhm.
drama that we have been through, he's come out. It's taken him and I a little bit longer to like he said, he was he was just deconstructing, just
Mhm.
literally. He had to go get his mind clear. And imagine, or deprogramming, yeah. Imagine what a 25-year-old would have to go through to have to go do that.
Mhm.
And
That
we're
makes
just
me
in the
very
Through that.
chats.
That
Yeah,
actually
shouldn't
makes
even been
me
through that at
that
that
No.
makes
age.
me feel very angry because
That's
my kids.
So
ridiculous.
I love Blake Reed, and I think Blake Reed is amazing, and he is a wise person, and he has lived through things that nobody else has lived through. He's learned things from his parents and his grandparents that some people take for granted. But Blake is my ride or die. He's always, Blake and I are very, very close, and I love him. I just love him.
That's why I wanted to say that too. And hearing you say that he's 25 really hits me because my kids are 25 and 26, and they're grown men.
Yes, the
And
OA's make a
if
phone.
somebody took advantage of them and I don't know Blake's full story, and I don't need to. I just know that he has a big heart that was
He's
used.
got a heart of gold.
Yes. And so I'm glad that he's still here because he has so much to add. And if everybody hasn't been fortunate enough to see all the very wise comments that Blake drops, especially as a young man, good
And
for you, Blake.
he's learned all that from his parents and his grandparents, and he like really spends time and listens and learns and absorbs. And there's a lot of people that said there's no way Blake's 25 or 26, whatever. So no way, there's no way. I'm like, I know how old Blake is. Like I talk to
Mhm.
Blake every day, several times a day. I know how old Blake is.
That
And
seems believable to me.
and it's like I was like, he's 25. There's no way he has that much wisdom, I'm like, yeah, he does.
Hmm.
Every once in a while, you get that diamond that just needs a little bit of buffing, shine it right up. And you know what? Blake Reed is way above that.
I
He's
know.
amazing.
So let's just go ahead and say good for grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, and
Yes.
uncles, whoever is the strong family unit that Blake comes
Katie
from.
says, I've been calling him wise man for the past year, and he still doesn't believe it. He better believe it. He knows
Well,
it.
now that I'm saying, like, because I truly am just an outside observer. I was with Blake and Aaron's chat. I was with Blake whenever Reese started her channel. And but Blake and I never really, we might compliment each other's comments, but there was never any connection there. But I always I
And
always read his
he
comments.
drops the freaking most
Mhm.
awesome comments ever known to man.
You
Like,
know
yeah.
who's like that in our group? Juanita.
See, there you go.
She does.
Oh my God, she'll be quiet and then all of a sudden she'll
Well,
drop
she
something.
works
I'm
so
like,
much.
oh yeah. But then by the time she does come to us and she's sucked it all in, and she's gonna really spit out what
Oh,
her awesome brain has produced,
Mhm.
It's
I did
always
post. I posted a video showcasing Juanita
Mhm, mhm.
today. A lot of different scenes of what. Well, actually, it's kind of like two main scenes of Juanita that I put into a video.
That's cool. Yeah, you can, and if y'all can do their channels one more time, if you don't mind.
Oh, thank you.
Including Crazy Love is
Appreciate it.
Love and
Yeah,
I've-
great. Make sure all three is on there. And Misha says we are hated for our continued lights shining, even against all odds. They cannot stand it and feed off
Yeah.
of it just the same.
I know.
well,
Do
they
you
can't
ever?
figure us out. Like I have a simple life, but it makes me content. And people who,
Narcissists are jealous of the power we empaths hold.
yeah,
They just like fuel, lots of it. And this is from Blake. I have made a lot of mistakes and I'm imperfect. I'm doing my best to make things right the best way I know how. I appreciate your kind words. Everybody, please pray for me. Absolutely, my friend. And you're doing a hell of a job, just so you know
and I think we all are in our period of owning mistakes
that.
and trying to turn them into, okay, we got a new year to start. Let's
That's
learn
what
from.
you know what? After tonight, I'm good. I'm going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way I say it. I don't live in the past.
Yeah.
I'm leaving yesterday and whatever I've got left over tonight
It's
and today,
2025, baby.
it can stay there. I'm going
Yeah.
forward with no baggage tomorrow.
Yep.
And
I'm
of
so
course, if
glad we got this off. You guys imagine the relief off our shoulder. We haven't even been able to process the relief yet because
No, and
more and more kept coming.
mhm.
And but we're obviously it's going to be going down to a polar vortex for a week here, negative temps
oh
with
yeah,
wind
yeah.
chills.
Okay, so do
So we're not
the
going anywhere.
look, whenever y'all start getting those negative intrusive thoughts and negative
Yeah.
intrusive people and all that good stuff,
Writing it down.
just take and go get away from it, turn it off, don't see it. You don't need to see it or hear it. Okay. And then
Yeah.
go do 10 minutes of mindfulness or whatever. I promise you, like the daily practice, if anybody catches up to that, I've only done 3 weeks of it though. And I put in the Facebook group the actual book and the PDF and everything. So I mean, you don't have to buy anything to do it with us. And it's every Sunday night. So this Sunday will be the week number 4. It's the daily practice. It's takes you from the symptomatic. It's mainly for CPTSD, but it can work with anybody. And it takes you maybe 25-30 minutes a day, twice a day, and it works. When I tell you, for me, it does. Like, it's not having to go back to my past trauma to find the earliest trauma. It's what symptoms am I having right now, what triggers and what symptoms I need them to, negative intrusive thoughts to go. And once you get into this practice, like it's just, you write it down. I'm not even gonna try. Okay. So yeah, I write this like twice a day, every day. I have somebody put it in there. Y'all know it in the chat. I'm missing my R
As long
word.
as you don't call it OT 9 and 10, I'm good.
Skylight
Sky-
wants to be as relaxed as that dog. I know. I've never seen such a relaxed dog in my life. It's like
Yeah,
almost
number
like a
4
stuffed
is
dog.
definitely. I put the number 4 paperwork out too, y'all. So
It's like
it's
I like when Mama live stream
why can't I find it?
and doesn't look at all those papers. Just
So
relax.
you guys,
When there's
they
a
didn't
kind of rough
they
day,
didn't pop up with us today, but I want to make sure that everybody remembers who our other ladies are.
Yeah.
Never and Nana, because she works so hard, and
Can we throw her chat? Can y'all get a link to hers?
yeah.
And I have an assignment for you, Corn.
Do you?
Go into your live stream that day and make a short out of Never and Nana picking up those signs with Dolan. We need that
Oh
and
yes,
it's on
that
yours.
was.
I'm see if you can get that and
You know
make a
what, Helly?
short.
I should give you access to do whatever you want on my channel because I
Just
really
no,
don't
just
care.
make sure all your live streams are marked as
Indigo is the
allowed
rock
to be
star.
remixed,
Mhm.
and then I
Okay.
can do it. But
Okay, I'll do
I
that.
don't know the date, the exact, like if you could maybe try to find it and then just send me the link, I could do
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
But
Sure, I could
Never
try
and
to
Nana
out.
went up against this lieutenant toe to toe. And I swear they were
The
like a
look on her
brother
face.
and sister going like this. No, you do it. No, you do it. No, you do it. What's
He made her pick up her signs from the
that were on
sidewalk.
the ground?
Yes, and she did it. You should have seen.
She was like this here.
First, she stared him down, and
She
then
would go-
she grabbed it
She
and
would pick up the sign and go like this.
You gotta have a short.
She was my hero that day.
So I have a new
Oh, it is
nickname,
short.
and I have a new nickname for her.
Do you?
It's Never Intimidated Nana.
Look,
Yes!
Indigo just put. Look, Indigo just put the re-regulating PDF. If y'all want to link to it.
Oh,
just remembered.
PDF
But yeah,
that it
Never Intimidated Nana will be her new name because she's not.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So we all need to support her too, y'all.
And then there's Dip Me in Glitter, who
Timmy
is
and glitter, absolutely.
Sweet Angel.
lives up to her name.
Yes.
She refuses, in her words, to let us become like the yucky ones, and she will listen, her words, she will fart glitter if she has to.
Never End Nana. What is her channel, y'all? They're looking for her channel. That is freaking funny.
I think it's just at Never and Nana.
It make sure you put 2 N's, so it's NEVERINN.
Oh, okay. 2
A-N-A.
N's.
Yeah, you have to make because there is
Oh,
another
she's got
Never
it.
and Nana with one.
INNANA.
Never IN and then NANA.
Yeah. Huh. She's trying
And
it
she
again.
just started live streaming.
Mm-hmm.
We're taking
Thank
breaks.
you, DOA's megaphone. I appreciate
We're
that
all
so very
taking
much.
breaks now because it's like an iceberg out there. So
Well,
Yeah,
and
y'all
we're
are-
trying to do, but we're not breaking because
no,
look at us
I mean
here.
I mean as far as the being out
Of
on
course.
the street.
So, so look, my watch, I'm in Southeast Texas. Oh, she got it. Thank you, Indigo. Okay, so look, I am in Southeast Texas on the Gulf of Mexico. Okay. And I have a snowflake on here saying 65% chance in 5 days.
What?
What in the hell is going on? Because I live in Southeast Texas for a reason. I don't like cold. And it's showing snow.
What?
Yeah,
Now they're
it's
all
gonna
talking
be-
about a
it's-
winter freeze. A winter freeze. I'm like, oh, hell no.
What's
It's
number
gonna
four?
be
four?
bad here. But I can't walk still.
Number
So I
4.
mean I'm not really going anywhere.
I don't want to go through this again. I cannot handle it.
I'm really hoping that this infection that we've discovered in my foot,
Girl, you have got to get that. Yeah, those antibiotics.
yeah,
going.
that it doesn't slow me down. You know, that it
Um,
doesn't slow down the healing because I want to walk.
No, just keep it
soon.
covered in the wet to dry dressing. Definitely.
Right now, well, here,
Oh, you're gonna let it? Okay, yeah, yeah. Just make sure that it because your slough skin that starts coming off. I'm sorry, guys, don't get sick.
Mhm.
Your slough skin, when you pull that off to change it, you want to make sure that it's not pulling your new skin off.
no, it really hasn't been coming off. It just
Okay.
looks gross.
Yeah. Well, it's
I won't
infected for
describe it
sure.
more than that. I will just
No,
say that I'm just.
I seen it. She's infected. I promise.
All
Okay,
right.
so guys, I'm going to
It's
ask
my
you one
fourth
question.
surgery on my feet,
All right.
and this is
Okay.
the first time I've had infection.
Thanks for subscribing,
You don't
Barb.
want to see
M.
my feet. Oh my God.
So, ladies, I'm gonna let you go because I need to remember.
You need
that
to
my
answer your
voice-
question.
Oh shit! What was
Yeah,
it?
you
I'm
have
fixing
one
to sign
more
off. I just have one question for each of you.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, because I know what y'all do, the protesting and all that. Okay,
Mhm.
so if you know, okay, so you're going to each speak to this person. This person can be real or not real. What is your best piece of advice to get them to join the protest movement? Just use me for an example that I don't feel comfortable with it. What would you tell me to make me feel comfortable with it?
Well, I would tell you what I did tell you, which is that you weren't comfortable because you tried the style that had yelling and brought confrontation to you. We don't like that anymore either. I mean, not that we ever did. It's just that we've grown into finding, I would say that please come with your ideas for ways to spread the message. Like we can chalk all over the city of Chicago and no one's going to brush it off and it stays until it rains again. We can make a big banner like Haggis suggested a long time ago out of a shower curtain and paints bought from the dollar store. And then we could find, go on one of those bridges that go over the Lakeshore Drive and
You know what? We could
stand
even
there
go
till we
over the
get
bridge
kicked
in the
off.
park. The bridge right in the park.
And
Yes.
what y'all just did was just convince me that I
Well, we
could do it.
probably couldn't.
See, there's too many ways. There's too many ways to do it because honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. And this is my first protest movement ever. And so, or protest at all, but you have
Y'all
to
doing
start
one heck of a
somewhere.
job.
You
Y'all
have to
doing one
start
heck of a
somewhere.
job.
And I'm learning what works for me and what doesn't. So
See,
yeah.
that would now you just talked me into that I would be able to do that because you give grace to learn what works for you and what doesn't.
Yes, you're going to come to Chicago. I'm going to put you in an inflatable.
So
I would
Crazy.
tell you that there's many ways to protest, and there's no right way or wrong way. It's your way. And you don't have to stand in one spot. You don't have to do one thing. You can hand out flyers. You can be vocal, and you can be non-vocal. And whatever way it does, it's the point of spreading the message. And as long as the message is being spread and eyes are being seen on that message, then the protest is a success.
I love it.
And we
I love
need
it.
all voices.
Y'all
Like I
are
told
so-
Skylar at 1A, she
you-
was saying that she's too old to be of use anymore. And I said, you're exactly the kind of person that I need, because I don't have older adults in my life to give me that guidance. And it makes you kind of feel like you're just flailing or like an adult orphan, even though you shouldn't need parents, but maybe they didn't give it to you before. And so I have a lot of respect for I haven't really met older men yet, but older women that I've met that.
Well, if you meet
of
any
course,
older
when they
men, could you
listen to-
send some my way?
Yes.
I used her to attract them. No, I actually attracted one of them once, but then
Oh,
the
yeah,
minute
catfishing.
the minute Dip
In
and
Battle
Corn came
Creek,
over,
you
he
had a
stopped
little
talking to
friend.
me and talked to them. And I kind of piped in. I said, "Well, guess what? They're both married. So I'm about all you got." No.
Oh, geez. Oh, gosh.
That's seriously what she said. Like, we can talk
That's
to
funny, though.
anybody.
That's
When
funny.
we go out, we can talk to anybody. Oh, Stephen,
Haley,
you're
tell
gonna
me what
like
you would
this.
say.
Yeah.
We
So
even
yeah,
got
we're
pulled
just.
into another protest in Battle Creek. Remember? Heather?
Oh, my God.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because I was wearing my Kenny suit and their
The
color was
Ken
orange. and it was-
they ran over and got
Oh,
Corn because
wow.
of her.
Yes.
So because she liked Kenny, this whole group, these girls were running across a
okay.
huge field to
Bam.
get to Corn before
Right here.
she was in the car already.
I love
And
Tori's
then
approach.
they
Just
ran
sitting
up
and
to the
striking up
car.
convo with people.
And they said, "Can you come to our protests because we wear orange shirts?" And they didn't even
Yeah.
know about Kenny, nothing. They just
They wanted
loved.
me in their photo, and then it turned out that they were a
That's
group that
funny,
meets,
though.
and
But,
it's a
we gotta
really good
go,
group
but-
that meets
All right,
once a
Corn,
month
Oh,
and
sure,
actually
that's
does
hilarious.
community service.
but
Okay, Hallie,
Tori,
your
yeah,
turn
I
again.
like.
All right, talk to you later.
Oh, my God. I'm in so
All
much
right,
trouble.
so now I forgot everything, of course, but just what they're saying, that the reason it has to be the way you want to do it is because you are going to be the one reaping any consequences from doing it. You're going to be the one out there, and you want to be comfortable with yourself. Now, get a buddy, definitely. So what you could do is go on to any of these YouTube streamers pages in your area,
Here's the
if
bad
you
thing
like,
about Texas.
and
We
then
don't have
oh,
anything except in Houston, which
yeah.
is 2 hours away. That's
So
just a
that's
mission
but
that is
you're doing
only
this.
open at night.
Good. I wouldn't think Texas would be too welcoming, but
Well, Austin, but I mean,
But
besides
yeah,
Austin,
Austin, yeah,
that's
'cause I
it. I
know
mean, we have
Selfless
Houston,
said-
and it is a part of Houston that I wouldn't go in during the daylight time. Okay,
Really?
sorry,
Oh,
not sorry.
That's
I'm
where
not going in there.
Scientology is? That's where
Yes,
Scientology is?
it's
Oh,
a
I'm gonna
mission.
look that up.
Oh, and it's
Okay.
horrible neighborhood.
All right, so so if you could go to someone's YouTube page and just send them a message. Like I have an email on mine. A lot of people do. I see a real neat thing where you have to like click to show you're a human. I
Yeah.
don't have that one, but you can email me. It's new.
Human
So
or no human, you can email
or
her.
anyone. Yes. Because you don't want to go out there yourself. I mean, you
Right.
can go out there yourself and just walk by and not do anything.
Yes.
You want to get acclimated. If you go
Oh, yeah.
there,
See,
you
that's
want to
what I did
go
the
around the block a couple
First
times.
night in Austin,
You
I
want to
walked
look
up
on Google Maps
down.
before you go and look
Mhm.
at the name. You want to look at the
Oh,
blocks,
Dallas
the
is in
neighborhood, the
Oregon. That's about
parking.
6 hours from me.
Yeah, so you want to be
Austin's
prepared
closer.
to know what the surroundings are going to be. Know your sense of direction a little bit. With us, it's easy because wherever that lake is, we know it's east.
Mm-hmm.
So and
But
then
also,
you'll have your phone.
if you wanted
Oh,
to join,
here.
especially in Chicago right now, if you feel like you could get along with with this group, I mean, I don't think we're
I'm
difficult to
so
get
chilled
along
out.
with.
I could get along with anybody because if I don't have to say much if I don't.
But we've already laid some groundwork, and that I'm not praising us for that. What I mean is we've shown our character through our videos, so you can already judge us without
Ex-
having to just
I
jump
think
out
y'all are
with us as a
amazing.
new person. You can see who we are.
Um,
We have to get to know who you are, so please give us grace
right.
that
Yes.
we've
Oh,
been
absolutely.
tricked.
That's why I said you have anytime you need me, all you have to do, and the whole village that's behind you. Like you need anything, you let us know. Seriously.
Yep. But we're
April
not
19th
gonna
is
I'm
National
not gonna
Hanging Out Day.
I won't judge anybody new by the mistakes of one bad apple
That's
that
how
we
we
all
are.
had to
Everybody
deal with.
starts over here. Everybody has a clean slate here, and until they do
I
something to
always
me or
say
the
I will,
chat,
but I
then
never do.
I mean, if they, we're fixing to go to Barbie. Thank you. Yeah. If anybody
Yeah, I
has,
gotta go.
if anybody has like, y'all need to come on. You want to crazy? You've got like our email is on the about or whatever it is, and it's so long. So it's your mental health matters. The number 2 us at gmail.com. It's ridiculous, but anyway, it's the only one I could get. Please, y'all come back. Let me know how it's going. Let me know how the foundation's going because I think that is amazing. And y'all are all doing great work. Please continue your work. You matter. Your voices matter. All of it matters.
And Keila, I'd be happy to continue working with you if we can come up on ideas. We didn't really dive into that book, but as I work through
Yes.
it, if
So
I
that's
am
another
inspired,
show. That alive we're gonna do.
yeah, no, that's fine though. This is great. We did whatever we needed to do. It's nice to have a topic in case
Okay.
or in case we don't take off on our own, but we did.
And also our Facebook group, we have side chats. Hey Ann, how are you? I didn't even know you were in here.
Is that Ann Casillas?
Yes, she knows. Oh gosh, I love her.
Ann.
And yeah, we got a big heart for Ann because Ann
is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, Ann.
I mean, she really is. I just
I'm
I
gonna
wanted-
give Ann a hug. Aw.
I wanted to answer Starlight Knight's
okay.
question.
Sure.
The dog is a golden doodle, and
Aw.
his name is Boston.
Boston.
Oh my gosh.
That's
So
a very
that's-
important question.
That is amazing. I love you, Ann. Thank you. Yeah, I know you just slipped in. I'm like, she hasn't seen her. Oh, but ladies, thank you for being here. Thank you for
Thank you so
your
much.
work.
This
Think
has
of what
been
you
kind of
do.
like a great crossover episode because we all have to get to know each other, like
Yes.
whatever. Yeah, and you're in a different area, but yet we've all been around together. So yeah, this is awesome.
I know we've actually
made
just
me-
been in and out of this little YouTube misfit land and everybody and everywhere. But now we definitely can give ourselves grace. We can go forward and we can make a statement.
Yes. And I
only-
love it. I was
the-
excited
this-
to do this as soon as you suggested it. And so
thank all of you for coming on here. I truly
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Hey, we
And thank
know
you,
how to
mods,
rally.
for everything you have done. Mods, y'all are amazing. You've done a great job. Thank you, Misha. Thank you, everybody. And I'm going to try to do this without running it because I don't know Restream yet. So let me see if I can do this. Let me.
Boom.